Hey guys, this is DJ Stealth, Beatology 101. We had a false start, but we just gonna start over. Sorry, we're a little bit late. I'm new to this StreamYard stuff, but you guys, we got one of the best online right now. His name is Randy from the school tour, and this is who we used at Interscope, Geffen, and the A&M rap department to break not only our kid artists, but some of the artists that really wanted to get that kid dynamic. And I hate to do this again, Randy, but do you mind go ahead and tell them?
Yeah. No problem. You know, the schools. Yeah, they got students, like we were all students at the during the time once upon a time, and when we were kids, yeah, we liked your kid groups and stuff like that, the ones that were our age, but we also liked the older ones too and stuff, because that's how now, since we're not the age 8 to 17 anymore, some of these groups that were around when we were younger, we still like them. So the school tour is kind of still similar to that. It helps build fan base in general. I mean, because whether the kids are of a certain age, they're also are going to become adult at some point, and you still want them to be able to buy your music or come see you in concert and things like that. We've been doing, this year be 22 years we've been doing the schools. We kind of average anywhere now from, let's just say, from January to December, probably about 90 to 100 events. Way back in the day, I think that the most shows that I ever did in one year was 207 and stuff like that. So the landscape is a little bit different. But then some of the connections that I've made over the years have opened us up, to go perform in San Diego. We go perform in the Fresno area, and we got situations going at schools and other events in the Bay Area and stuff like that. So we're basically California wide, and we also perform in Vegas 2 or 3 times a year. It's a great platform for artists trying to, like I say, build their fan base. And yes, we have to deal with clean music at the schools, the same type that the radio stations, they don't play a whole bunch of just blatant cussing and stuff like that. But there's certain type of music that people might have, the wording, whatever. Yeah, even if it's clean, we might can't use that particular song. But if you got some other ones that that are clean and stuff like that, nobody's saying that you got to be, Brady Bunch music and stuff like that. But you can't bring music like the with Sexy Red type of insinuations in your lyrics, to where we know the kids listen to that, but you can't bring that at the to the schools.
Yeah. Once again, Randy, I know we already did it, but I don't think we were recording. Can you just give them a brief synopsis of who you are, what you do, and how to contact you? I don't think we were recording a little earlier.
Okay. Yeah, they can contact me for more information at Randy School Tour at Gmail. Randy, my name Randy, then school SCHOOL, then tour TOUR at gmail.com. And if they want to contact me, they on my phone, my telephone number is 424-222-6162. Once again, that's 424-222-6162 for any information about performing at schools. And we also do a lot of community events as well, all clean music.
Yeah, you guys. So I don't know if you guys are at the level in your career of trying to find shows to book in LA, but it is not easy. I don't care who you are. When we first started booking Lady Gaga, nobody wanted to book her. Everybody was trying to charge her to play. We had to take her to the gay community for us to even get a chance of even not paying for play, because a lot of time in the beginning of these budgets, we don't have a lot of money. So guys, this is your key to LA, is Randy. I'm telling you, it is not easy. First of all, you're not going to get in the schools. Only certain people get in the schools, and only certain people can get venues out here. That's just how it is. And it does cost money, and it costs time for us to do this. So have a little budget, not a big budget, but it is all this stuff costs a little bit of money.
Mhm.
But I'm telling you guys, like for our younger groups, like Soldier Boy, Scooter Smith, and all the TI's Daughters group, we all tested them through Randy's platform. And if you guys need something in the Southern California area to see what's going on, this is the guy to talk to. And I don't know if he still does it, but he will help you get to the point. If your show isn't there, he can probably help you guys, give you some input on what kind of show and what to do at these schools. Randy, what would you suggest as before they even come to you? What should they have together as artists before they even come to you? Should they be ready to perform, or do you A&R, or how do you help them to make the transition to even performing?
Well, yes, since I'm not their manager and stuff like that, when I talk to either them or whatever, I'll find out what the experience that they have, because you have to be able to be rehearsing, you know what I mean? Because like you can't go to any schools or whatever unprepared. You know what? All I do is just I only practice when I do my shows. You can't do that. So that's one of the first things, and you at least need to have about 3 or 4 songs that you've recorded, or at least 2 and or 1 that you're focusing on as your single. Then I take a listen to it. If it's lyrically correct, then that's one of the ways to start, because we also have connections for people to open up for known people, but that costs too, and you better be ready. Like for example, February 14th 15th, February 15th in the Bay Area, we got opportunities for some R&B people to open up for Jacquees and stuff like that. So, if you haven't performed that much and stuff like that, your chances of probably wanting to do that, it sounds good, his name, but if you're not at that level, that could be a bad situation. And of course, I would have to see some type of footage of you to where I would say, hey, you know what, your artists stage wise, they're not ready to make that move. So it just depends on the level of how much experience that they got, and then not only that, I have to check, because sometimes some people are working with people and they believe that they're ready, but somebody like Beatology over here, he can say, yeah, it sounds good, but yeah, you're not ready to open up for somebody big. But the opportunities, because we got plenty of connections, it'll always be there. So it's like, if a person isn't ready to open up for somebody that's kind of like major, whatever, they're always got to, when they're ready, situations will still be there.
Like from minimal to maximal budget, like what type of budget should an artist have to even start doing shows once they're ready, in your opinion? Like what's the minimal budget, so guys know, don't even like bother anybody till I least.
Yeah, I would think, like at doing schools and things like that, you got to have anywhere between 200 to 250, to do a school. If you want to open up for somebody like really major, then yeah, that could be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 and stuff like that. So everything in the business costs. Just because you're good doesn't mean somebody's going to give you a free ride, because there's no benefit in it for them. And just like going to McDonald's, I can't just go to McDonald's and drive drive through and order a Big Mac and get there, bypass the where I pay and just go and pick up my meal. You can't do that. So you have to have some money, to invest, whether you're working with me or not. Things cost. If you're doing videos, people are not going to do no music video for you for free. So I would say, stack your money up, try to make the best contacts that you can for people that that can do things for you. But you got to know that it's going to cost, and everybody has different levels of what you have to pay and stuff like this. So I guess it's on an individual basis how much the situation is.
Yeah, it just seems like, because you actually got to bring out equipment, you got to bring out gear and all
Yeah.
this stuff. like I said, when you guys start doing shows, you'll see that all this stuff costs to get your wardrobe together, to get your makeup together, dancers, and Randy's bringing out a sound system. I do sound system.
Right.
That's a good price, okay? Because
Right.
for a small sound system, usually just the sound system is $1,000, okay, guys? Just to give you, and that's 2 speakers, and not even talking about the operators. I work for Encore, one of the biggest audio video companies in the world. That's
Right.
cost, guys. So you're gonna have to have some type of budget, and make sure that you're ready, because in doing this, no impression is better than bad impression.
Right.
You rather just wait, go to a rehearsal studio and get your show right before you waste your money in this stuff, because people remember, people remember this thing being bad, or they remember it being good. Now, we're talking about the changes in the music industry. What do you think about going forward compared to back in the day? Like, how should people maneuver in 2026 compared to how we used to maneuver even last year? Well, what do you think should be the changes that we make moving forward in music?
I think individually, you have to look at your competition. So we were talking about this the other day. Okay, so from the West Coast to the Midwest to the East Coast, we're just talking about the rappers, male rappers lane. You have to figure that from here to the Midwest to the East Coast, it's probably 5, 10,000, 20,000 rappers from and all based on all the states that we got in the US, right? So a lot of them, they're at different levels. Okay, so you got the main ones that are on radio, that's booking, doing these arenas and things like that. That's level 1. But the other would just say 50,000, right? All of them, they're not at the same level, but they haven't made it yet. Maybe not even in their city. They're not on the radio. They're not being booked. So you got to be very creative to get from being 4,000 and some number to the top 50 or top 100. You got to come up with different creative things to jump you way ahead of the league. Because like I said, just like in LA, same thing. It's a whole bunch of artists, but it's not enough space for them to be on radio. They all can't go to crypto.com and perform, whatever. So you got to be selective and creative to come up with things to jump all of them. And I believe that's you just have to have a good team, a great plan, and look at your competition and listen to people. There are some people that can give you some great advice on how you can maneuver past a whole bunch of other people. But if you don't listen to maybe these people that really can give you some great information, you're going to be number 4,100 and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going into the studio. I'm dropping videos next week, Tuesday on YouTube. A whole bunch of people's doing that. So what's going to make you any different? And then when you look at all those people, they are, hey man, check me out on Spotify. Check me out on this. 50 other thousand people, they're all the same thing. Everybody cannot make it. But you have to be very, very creative. So one of the things, maybe you get your website together and you push everybody to come to there. Forget about Spotify, because your Spotify got millions of people in all the music situations that's on there, right? So what are you doing to be able to get your stuff maybe on the front page of Spotify? You know, when they go to Spotify, I see Beatology, but it's 49,000 other people that's not on that front page. You got to do creative things. Like I said, a website to me at this point, since people are not getting paid off of all these streaming things, half a penny for a million streams or whatever the numbers is, you got to be able to be creative and try something different that's going to make people buy directly for you. Because there's some people out those 50,000 Beatology, you know that there's people that's been preaching all of those avenues where you can find their music, right? Apple Music, and nobody never bought nothing.
Nope.
But they're not the only one. Like I said, it's 50,000, 100,000 people on there. Never sold. Nobody never bought a download or streamed none of their songs.
Most
Yeah.
people.
So what you got to be able to be creative to jump that whole line, and you got to perform. Some people they just say, you know what, I'm always going to the studio every year. I'm in the studio again. I know somebody right now. She has about probably about 45 or 50 singles, right? 45 or 50 singles. She's making music every week because she got a studio. She changes singles all the time. She's wasting her time. But you can't tell her nothing. She don't want to listen. That's not a good recipe. Yeah,
No.
yeah. You've been able to record your own music, whatever. You can save, and hopefully you're a good mixer to where you can mix the sounds and your vocals and all that. But like I say, man, my only thing is just tell people that you got to sit down, listen to the right people, and have some type of creative plan to do something different. Because I look at it like this too. Whatever we did last year, that was negative, and we kept doing the same negative thing from January to December. It wasn't nobody else's fault. It's your fault, right? Because, hey, man, I'm dropping on Tuesday. I'm dropping on Tuesday. I'm dropping on Tuesday. Did it work for you that whole 12 months when you're dropping videos and all that? If it did not, then you need to change that approach to something else to where you can get a victory. So that's all I can say.
Well, I learned the hard way. Like for the last every Friday, I release 10, 20 songs. I release 200 songs, 10 different albums, right? Just to throw it in the algorithm with different genres. You are competing with 150,000 other songs that are being uploaded that day. Okay. And what I learned, that if you don't get past that 10,000 stream mark on Spotify the first 30 days, you're not going to get in that algorithm. For an okay song, that's going to cost between, I would say, $2,000 to $3,000 per song, right? So what I learned is concentrate on either one great single or one great album that you can get 10,000 spins from, rather than a whole bunch of singles, because you're just shooting in the dark. Because if you don't get past that 10,000 Spotify, you're not going to get in their playlist. You're not going to get in their algorithms. So what I would suggest to her is what I'm about to do. I'm going to concentrate on one really, really good song and save about 2,000-3,000. And guys, I come from marketing promotion. I broke many, many artists. Gaga, Michael Jackson. I can go hundreds of artists I broke. But now is the time for digital, right? So if you can't afford to go in person to these shows and stuff, you got to learn how to break yourself digital. And if you guys aren't familiar with this artist, his name is La Russell, right? He's one of the few artists that would break down how much money he's spending and how much money he's making. He is spending $30,000 per single, $30,000. He just lost on a show that he put on for himself where he had to pay E40 $100,000 himself. So this independent game is not easy. You got to you got to have something, because I thought me having the experience I have and the knowledge that I could just put out records and they're going to blow up. It doesn't happen that way. I don't care how good your record is. You need to get above the cloud of 150,000 people, and that usually costs just digital $2,000 to $3,000 for your first campaign, and minimum campaign on Spotify is $100, right? And then other places they're gonna charge you $10 a day up, but you're gonna have to have some money to market and promote these songs. Right? It ain't about releasing. I released 200 songs, right? The last couple of months. It ain't about how many. It's how good the songs are, and how much money you got to spend on the songs. So
exactly.
I've learned the hard way. You got to have a little bit of budget, no matter who you are, who you think you are. Like La Russell has all these famous people, and he has 1 million followers, and he's still spending $30,000 per single and things like that, and taking these videos like what we're doing and busting them down to a video every 2 hours. Like, you got to work these projects, guys. You got to work them. But is it really worth working? Like, you need to hire guys like Randy and hire guys like myself and just go out there and let the audience take a listen, because you don't want to be investing all this money into something that's crap, to be quite frank.
Right. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Like, you only hear about the big groups on Interscope, and we were the largest record company, but only 10% of artists actually make a profit. Only 10%. So a lot of time the record company is going to lose out because we're hoping for that Soulja Boy, right? Because I remember when we first got Soulja Boy, nobody believed in him, but because we were on top of YouTube views and things like that, we gave Soulja Boy a chance. And because of Randy's school tour and other means that we marketed him, now he's one of the biggest things on the internet. So guys, you got to get that traction up. If you're not getting any traction, then you might need to seek another producer, get some help with your songwriting, have some people help you with your vocal coaching. A lot of you guys are putting flat vocals on records that are out. It is no reason to do that now. If you can't sing, get you a good engineer that knows auto-tune. And I hate to say it, guys, this AI stuff is sounding better than a lot of you guys human slop. So if your stuff isn't sounding up to par, use AI. That's what it's for. You guys talk you guys talk all this stuff about AI, but your music sounds worse than AI. If you're worried about AI, that might mean that you need to go take some music theory classes or take some engineering classes and step your music up. How do you feel about artists using AI, Randy?
It just depends on, how they're using it. Sometimes some writers, they might get, writer's block. Maybe they're not a genius writer, producer, whatever, and they need some additional help in coming up with an idea. Because long time ago, I think when I used to be a pretty good lyricist, and then there was one time I had some writer's block. I had it for a couple of months and stuff. I couldn't come up with anything. I was on the road. I thought so. I think technology, from the AI in the music business, from DJs no longer using vinyl to where they're using, MP3s, or some of these people are using pre-mixed versions of things, whatever are. Even like when I DJ, right? When I DJ, my mixing board, not my controller, my mixing board, it has Bluetooth on it. So if somebody comes up to me and they ask me for any song, right? Yeah, maybe there's some viral rap song coming out of Long Beach or Compton. It's going to more likely be on YouTube. So instead of me saying I can't play it, I got it. So I think technology helps, and from the music. From the music to even the movies and stuff like that. Those people who are writers that work at, Warner Brothers and Universal and all that, they even let the producers or the writers come up with ideas used through AI. So I say, hey man, we can't stop technology if it's going to help us get our product out. Hey, I say more power to you.
Yeah, guys, like, I'm doing videos that will cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. If you guys go to any of my social media, Beatology or the Beatologist, all those videos is done in this application. I'm gonna give you guys some game. It's Sora, SORA.com. It's a free app that lets you download and make clips. And what you guys do is called prompting. That means you're going to give specific instructions to the AI on what you want. And you can put your picture in there and make your own videos and don't even have to have a camera. Guys, Sora.com. And then you can use this other program that's free called CapCut, CapCut. It's another free program that you use to edit your videos together. So you take them 15-second videos that you get from Sora, and then you take it to CapCut and make you a video. Guys, that's how easy it is to promote your records now. And then Both of those platforms are free. Now you could pay more money if you want more AI generations or more features, but those are free.
Right.
So it's no excuse to not have good videos and good graphics. You guys can
Right.
use Chat GPT to make your flyers and everything. Like all these programs that they have free versions. So I think in 2026, it's the best time for music. Yes, you
Yeah.
can do everything yourself. You don't need record labels anymore. All you have to do is listen to channels like me and listen to guys like Randy so you can get your music correct. Once you get your music correct, then you go to Randy and get your show correct. Then you start doing shows and videotape the shows. And let me ask you a question, Randy. Do they allow you guys to videotape the artists at the schools, or are you just, or that's something that you do?
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
really cool because a lot of times that's not allowed. So you guys can use that footage you guys get from Randy at these shows and then make social media posts out of them. And that's an easy, that's marketing 101. And that's stuff that you
Mhm.
can do for under $250. Seriously,
Right.
guys, like this is the time to do music. Now you got free distribution a lot of times. My distribution is through the Orchard, which is through Sony. I think it's invite only now, but it's other ways to
Okay.
distribute your product too. So I
Mhm.
think with 2026, man, it's just getting better for people that really don't want to depend on the labels. Because what are you paying for in the label? You're going to pay for the same services the labels are going to use. They're going to use me to do your marketing promotion, and I'm going to use Randy to do the touring, local touring. So you could bypass paying the label 90% of your royalties and come straight to us. We're called consultants. We're who the
Right.
big companies use. Like
Mhm.
the first thing we're going to do is go to Randy for a kids group, and any group that we have that we think that is audience is college and kid based. So
Right.
I think that the state of the music industry is going nothing but up because in streams, like Randy said earlier, it's not really money in streams. Money is in performing. That's how you ask any of the big artists how they make money is through doing shows. So
Right.
Randy, you got the key, brother. Like if
Mhm.
these artists get to you and learn how to do shows, that sets them up for the rest of their life because
Yeah.
it's not enough money in streams.
No, it's definitely not. But once again, to be ready for a show, it's called rehearsal, practice at the house, rehearsal at a place where you can see yourself in the mirror, and also having competent people that's watching you rehearse, watching you hold a microphone, watching you if you got dancers and stuff like that, doing the right choreography. It's a whole bunch of stuff versus a Randy, you got a show next week, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I said, well, how many shows have you done? We just say this year, right? 'Cause I can catch them this year. Well, today is what the January, blah blah blah. I've done 3 so far. That's good. Where were they at? How many songs did you do? You know what I mean? And all those things mean something. But then, like I say, if you artist has footage of what they're doing, then you can take a look at them to let them know that, hey, you, based on what I saw, your stage show needs just a little bit more practice. Just, maybe 2 or 3 more weeks, just get at it. But right now, I think you're at this level. You're not at the level where you should be opening up for somebody like a E40 or a Snoop Dogg or somebody like that. You're not ready for that at this point. So it's everything is all relative. Like I said, you gotta put in the work, and you gotta have competent people that go into the studio with you and listen to what you're doing, and hopefully they can assist you with choosing the right songs, choosing the right instrumentals, choosing the right person to mix and master your songs, choosing the right person, to be able to watch you rehearse, to where they can maybe have some input, to where you can keep getting better and better and better. Then eventually you're ready.
Yeah, like just the simple things. Don't cuff the mic. When you guys cuff the mic, that causes like you're gonna cut out all your high-end frequencies, number one, and number two is probably gonna feed back. You know what I mean? So just mic etiquette, simple things. Don't have the mic near the stage monitors. The mics and speakers don't mix, right?
Right.
Simple things. Get the audio correct.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. And one of the things that go along with what you just said is some rapper that goes into the studio, even R&B singers too, pop singers, they're singing over their full song versus when you went into the studio. Okay, so tell them to take the leads out. You can have the background, there's no problem, but you can't be out there performing over your song, your full song with the lyrics, and then you're trying to tell the sound man, hey man, turn my mic up. How can you turn your mic up when your vocals, you're just singing or rapping over your full song that has all the lyrics on it? So trying to turn the mic up to gain some type of traction on there is going to be almost impossible because you're singing or rapping over your song. Yeah, I get there's some people who can't even really mix that well with if you take the leads off. But for example, a rapper versus a singer, when you take the leads off, if you rap it should be more easier for somebody to mix your vocals in with your music. Yeah, R&B singer, somebody singing, whatever, it still should be fairly easy if the person knows what they're doing. They have experience. So that's another thing. Like you say, cuffing the mic, and then, hey man, turn me up when you're cuffing the mic and you're singing over your full song.
Well, that comes from people that aren't ready to perform, and we could talk about that. If you in the studio punching every line, you know what I mean, or you barely made it in the studio, then you're not ready to do shows, because if you're punching every song, punching mean like Eazy-E did, cruising down the street in my 6'4", stop, okay, next line, that's called punching, you guys. If you cannot go through your whole verses with no problem, and a lot of rappers can't. Like Ice Cube is one of the few people I work with. That brother he did not just one verse at a time. He went through all three verses. Okay, take me back to another track. Let me do the dubs. And he didn't punch once. I've never seen an artist that had work ethic that came to the studio ready to go. But Ice Cube is a different monster. Ice Cube then recorded hit songs before I got to work with him. So use that as a template, guys. Don't use your vocal as a crutch. People that uses their vocals too, that's because they can't perform it live, or it sounds like or it sounds like shit live because all of the vocals in the studio is auto-tuned up. It's a way to auto-tune live, guys.
Right.
Yeah. But you got to make sure it's in the right key, or it's going to sound even worse than anything. So practice. Like when we did the shows with Easy, we went to co-rehearsal. Everybody from Boney,
Cole in Hollywood, Cole Studio in Hollywood.
Yeah, I know you old school because you remember Cole. That's where everybody rehearse, right?
Yeah.
And we used to make sure the shit was right before we got on stage. Because why? Because we're competing with the other acts and we're competing with ourselves. Guys, you guys don't want to get up there and not know your shit. So if you have to do it with the vocals, you're not ready. You should be able to give me an acapella, your whole thing, and it should sound better than a record. If not, you're not practiced enough. And remember, the money is in performing. The money's not in streaming, guys. I'm telling you, like, the money is in performing. Ask any big act. Lady Gaga makes 1.2 million a show. Snoop probably makes 100 last time I checked. 100, 125.
Right.
So yeah, you're not gonna make like that in royalties. People still crying about not getting their royalties because royalties is hard to get. You'll be lucky to get your publishing, because a lot of these people sign publishing deals to where they're not gonna get their publishing. They done took $20,000 and a fake chain and some weed. And they didn't sold they damn publishing, so you're not going to get them quarterly checks. And the record company was going to pencil whip you to where you're not going to see the sales royalties. Very what artists you know actually seen their sales royalties? Let's keep it real. You have to sue the damn record companies to even get an accountant, which they don't want to do, and no lawyer wants to sue them because that's going to fuck off the lawyers' relationship with the lawyers they have there. They all sit in the same bed.
Right.
All these people sit in the same bed. They all know each other. The music industry is small. So don't come in here with the lies and come in here with the fake stuff. Me and Randy gonna tell you the truth. I'm 53. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a professional in this industry for more than 30 years. Like them co-rehearsal studios was what 30 years ago, Randy?
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new to us. We've been doing this stuff for a while. So make sure you guys rehearse. It don't cost that much money. Go to Guitar Center, buy you a pair of powered monitors, get you a Shure SM58 for $100 and practice at your house.
Right.
Make sure you're ready at your house before you come to us, because then you can waste people time and money. And let me tell you something about LA kids. My boy tried to go up to these schools without Randy. They will whoop your butt if your stuff is whack, or you ain't from their gang, or if it ain't right, you risking the ass whooping. Not only embarrassing, they might whoop you. Okay, like, so don't come up in here with this stuff that's not ready, because these kids are smart. A lot of them rap too. So make sure make sure that you're ready, guys. Seriously. Seriously.
That's true. That's true.
Is there anything else you want to tell these guys about what they should do going forward in 26? Any pointers or anything else that we should touch on, Randy?
Yeah, the only thing once again I could say is that look at all the positive stuff that you did last year as you're trying to, continue to rise to the top of what you're doing, and just build off of that. Anything that was negative that you did, not necessarily somebody else, but negative things that you kept doing over and over and over, and you got negative results. Leave that back in 2025 and change that along with all the positive stuff that you do. And once again, you got to have people, once you finish songs, whatever, you know what I mean, then maybe let multiple people that you trust, not necessarily that's a high fiver on your team, to listen to your songs and get an opinion. I mean, back in the day, they used to do the record releases and stuff like that, our listening party, right? So if you got 8, 9, a whole album, whatever, in your mind, you might have your idea which one you want to release, but try doing a listening party and tell everybody, to rate the songs, whatever. And then after you done played all the songs, you could have like a little Q&A on, hey, number one was John Smith. Randy, what do you think about John Smith? Well, blah, 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 blah. So then how'd you rate it? So then at the end of the night, the single that you might have wanted to start, maybe everybody else is saying something else. So maybe you try it. But the main thing too is you just have to listen to competent people. You know what I mean? That's best. Sometimes get advice from people that's not in your camp about different things and stuff like that. And because we all got experience, you might have that one who's a hater, but then you might have the ones who are just going to tell you the positively the truth, and just do it that way, because everybody wants to be successful in what we're doing, but we got to continue in 2026 to better ourselves from what we did last year. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, we have to take these mistakes. Like I said, me releasing them 20 songs, that was just to test it. Now I'm going to take all the analytics and see if any of them get natural, natural growth. If not, move on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Move on. And like I said, you guys got to get over that 10,000 a month. Your first 30 days, you're most critical when you do a release. Right? If you don't get over that 10,000, I'm telling you, you're just going to get lost in the mix of the other 150,000 people. You just say, I'm telling you from experience. I got 3 350 songs out there, right? And I look at my analytics every day. You guys gonna have to get out there. You're gonna have to use marketing promotion companies for your digital promotion. You're gonna have to use companies like Randy once you're ready to tour, and guys have to put in the work. But it's worth it, man. Like every day I can do music. You gotta love it, because some days you're gonna lose, some days you're gonna win. Like I said, it's famous people out there losing now. You know what I mean? Like I was getting $10,000 a beat when I was at my peak. Now people in the charts aren't getting $10,000 a beat. And then you got to ghost produce and give up your publishing. Like it is really tough to play the game now. But you can play the game the way you want if you put it out yourself. But then you're gonna have to take the financial risk. Like every project at Interscope, it was at least $100,000 budget. Okay, that's minimal budget. We would like $1 million per project, because going do radio and things like that is tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. To cut videos used to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Guys.
Right. Yeah.
Use this AI to your advantage. Do the best music you can. Make sure, number one, it's in key. A lot of you guys are still singing flat. It is no reason to be singing sharp or flat when it's auto-tune and mixers out there that could put you in key. But if you're singing sharp and flat, take some vocal lessons, right? Beyonce still takes vocal lessons, all right? If you're so close-minded that you can't learn, then go get a regular job. Shit, I got a regular job.
But the only thing to that, right? Okay, so let's just say you listen to my song, right? And you said, hey man, you was flat and sharp, right? Okay, so I'm inside the studio. I'm singing. The engineer, either he knows or he don't know. He ain't gonna say nothing, man. That dude in there singing sharp and flat. I ain't gonna say nothing, because I'm gonna let him do it, and then I'm going to say something because I want that person to keep on coming back, and so I can keep on getting paid. Or because when you're inside the booth, while you're singing, the vocals is coming out through the speakers. So if you got a good team of some people that's on your team, that, hey, Gordon, you Beatology, you were singing blah blah blah, because as you're singing, maybe you don't know you're doing that, but the person that's outside the studio, they can tell, hey, stop that. Hey, Randy, you was flat on that blah blah blah. So that's the only pitfall when it's just you and the engineer, and you just recording. The engineer getting paid. Hey man, shit, I charge like $50 an hour. And then once you go out and you listen, man, that sounds messed up. Why? Because either the engineer can't help you, or if the engineer can, they're not going to say anything. So you need people on your team. If you're a singer, or somebody that can sing, to go into the studio and stand outside while you're recording to help you. Hey, how did that sound? It was great. No flats, no sharps, no nothing. So, but when you're just me and the engineer, and the engineer doesn't sing or doesn't know anything about sharps or flats, or maybe if they do, they ain't gonna say nothing until you sing all that stuff, finish the whole song, you listen to it. Oh man, what? Hey man, I don't do that, but yeah, I do that. But they gotta come back. So you can get beat in a lot of different ways. But if you got a team of people, whether you're rapping or whether that can help assist and listen while you're recording with the headphones on, that to me, that's a major step right there.
Well, that's technically called a vocal producer, right? So in the professional realm, guys, when my friend, shouts out to my boy Chico, he was working with Hillary Duff, right? So before they even come in the studio, she got her vocal coach. They already went over the song and they perfected the song even before coming to the studio, because why? Studio time costs money. The studio costs money, and the engineer costs money. The vocal coach costs money, and it's the artist time. So get a vocal producer. If you guys sing R&B and you can't hear for sharp or flat, then you're not ready as an artist and you need help. So get help. Like I said, the biggest people still have vocal people. Right? And then let's not forget about the rappers. I'm not going to talk about any specific race, but a lot of you guys have trouble staying on beat, right? So engineers could go in and fix that. But you guys, some of you rappers need rap vocal coaches. Some of y'all not in pocket, or y'all doing the wrong cadence and the wrong beat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's off beat. But the engineers, you're right. If you get a yes man engineer, first of all, an engineer is an engineer. A lot of engineers aren't vocal producers, or they're not music producers. They just push buttons. I'm just saying. A lot of people can't hear. They don't have an ear. They can't hear a tree fall. I'm just saying. So you gotta have a talented engineer if that's what you. First of all, your producer should be good enough to be an engineer and a vocal coach. If you find a great producer, the producer is going to produce the record. He's just not going to give you a beat and ask you for $100 and get the hell out of here. You don't need that. You need real producers like myself, like Battle Cat, like people that really care about the song and ain't just trying to sell you a beat. You know, like it ain't easy. Like, I get it. Like, back when I first started doing beats, I didn't know what good rap was to my beat or good singing. But as I develop into a producer and start working for record labels, you got to think like a record executive. You got to think like Jimmy Iovine. Would I sign this if it came into my office? Is this a proper mix? Is this a proper master? Is this a proper song? Fuck it. Because don't mix and master if the song is like shit. Seriously. Like, you got to have people like us listen to it before you even mix and master, or somebody that actually has a fucking ear. Because then
exactly.
Shit in, shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, start with a good song. You got to start with a good song, or if not, everybody's just wasting their time.
Right.
So, man. Once again, give them how they can contact you, brother. And hopefully we can find some artists. We're always looking for great artists, you guys. Like, I'm always looking for great artists and great songwriters. So if you guys have some great songs and might need some help with it, give me a call. Like I said, if we
definitely give me a call.
I would love $10,000 a beat, but I don't need any money if I hear greatness, because I like other greatness to work with, right? So if you guys could sing, if you guys could rap, holler at me. My email is Beatology, BEATOLOGY @mac.com. Send me your stuff. I always like to collaborate with people. And we're always looking for the next Gaga or the next Soulja Boy and things like that. So if you guys have some talent, I'm not going to charge you. Just send it in. I'll let you know, because I can't do everything. I'm not Prince. I'm like Prince. Like I could do all the music, but I still like to have artists, guys. So I can get you there, but we need to have open minds. If you don't like my beat, tell me. Like, if I need to change some stuff you don't like I tell Randy all the time, nigga, I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff. Don't even write to the stuff if it ain't a hit. Don't even write to it if we don't think we can. If we don't feel comfortable spending $50,000 on it, right? It's a waste of time, you know, because all this stuff is gonna cost us time and money. Mix, master, and then to go out and do these songs. We got to pay for backgrounds. We got to pay for background dancers. We got to pay for wardrobe, makeup. We got to make this show look right. Like, if you're not doing better than the artists that you're opening up for, you might not want to do it, because people really coming to see that headliner. If you're not better than the headliner, they might boo your ass or anything. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're ready. You know what I mean? So go ahead and give them your information one more time, Randy. And
my email is Randy School Tour, Randy RANDY School SCHOOL Tour TOUR @gmail.com. And my telephone number, real easy to remember, 424-222-6162. That's 424-222-6162.
Appreciate you, Randy. I mean, it humbles me to have all my friends on here that we really broke a lot of records with. And thanks for all you guys that tuned in and take a listen to us old guys. But like I said, always keep your ears open to people that are willing to do this. Like, Randy's doing this on GP. people like Randy get paid a lot of money to do this. So I really appreciate you, Randy, brother. And
Right. No problem. Me too. I appreciate you as well.
Now, thank you for your ongoing help. And I'm going to say this on camera, man. I was going to retire. You know what I mean? Like, because I care about my legacy. But Randy kept telling me, man, hey, man, what's up with some beats?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
What's up with some beats? And I thought it was over, you guys. Right, I don't want to be that old producer doing old beats. So I took 8 years off and I studied and I practiced so I can get better, so I can give Randy stuff that him and his groups can use. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning at 53 how to be a better producer and how to be a better songwriter and how to develop relationships with these artists so we can get the type of music that we want, that we can monetize. So thank you, Randy, for pulling my ass out of retirement and getting back into doing music, because this is what I was meant to do. Seriously, this is what I was meant to do. This is what I love to do. I'm not ready to retire. I didn't help a lot of people. So have Randy. Now it's time for us to develop our own artists and use all the knowledge that the universe gave us to develop our own artists. And like I said, you guys got some talent. Send me an email, you know what I mean? And let me take a listen, and maybe it's something that we can work with. But if not, I'm trying to give back to the people that helped me. So I'm not going to charge you guys, listen to your stuff, and give you an honest review. So appreciate it, Randy. Like I said, thank you, man. Thank you, brother, for giving me that push to keep going, man.
No problem. This is a great show, man, and hopefully everybody that's listening and stuff, like they're learning and rejuvenating their souls and stuff like that for 2026. And that's good. We got a fresh 12 months.
Never give up on your dream, you guys. I'm serious. Like I'm 53. I'm still doing it. I've been professionally. I was touring at the Cole studio practicing with Butterlaw and Easy and them. That was 30 years ago, you guys. So when I was 19, I was afforded the break to get picked up by Cocaine and the Butterlaw and got to meet Easy and get to play on stage with them guys. And I never thought I would even be able remotely to do anything like that. So never give up on your dreams, guys. Practice, study, and do good business with these guys. Like when you meet Randy and when you meet me, don't be honest and let's do good business. It's about relationship. If me and him would have gotten to it, I wouldn't have been able to ask this man to come on this show. So when you do meet these people, you guys be honest, do good business, and that's what it is. Beatology 101. Appreciate you. You the second guest, Randy. Last week we had Dogg from 101. He was a big radio broadcast DJ. So we're gonna keep this industry going, man.
Keep it going, man.
And we're here for you guys, and appreciate you. Thank you, Randy.
All right. Thank you
for coming in, brother.
All right. Bye.
Man, that's a good brother right there, man. That's my boy Randy, man, from the school tour. If you guys seriously, like, if you guys ready to go out, remember, if you're ready to go out. See, a lot of you guys aren't ready to go out. So, hey, get the music right, you know what I mean? And then go out and let people hear it. But we here for you guys. If you guys need some help on trying to get the right music, trying to get the right singles, that's what we're here to do. Beatology 101. I'm going to play a couple new beats for you guys. And if anybody else wants to come in, let me know. But here we go. This one is called Private Jet. Once again, that was my boy Randy from the school tour. Beatology 101, baby. DJ Stealth. My co-host in the back crying. Papa. Look it up, you guys. 2026, all this technology, use it. Now you guys can do everything that the record companies can do yourself. Get good mixes, get good masters. guys hear any beats you like, let me know. I'll throw them up on I'll throw them up for sale either on my website or somehow. Or if you guys got a song for any of these beats, let me know. I would love to collaborate with some talented people. Some ideas. What's up? That's right. That was something I just did yesterday. Let me know what you guys think. I'm on like some grown and sexy shit lately. That one was called Private Jet. This was called Glass Ceiling. If you guys looking for anything in particular, let me know. I'm a real producer, a real musician, so I could produce anything. I just want to produce one big record so I can retire. Come on. This is like another version of the last one. With some other chords. Let me know if you guys have anything better. Glass Ceiling. Nobody want to hear it. Oh, what's up? Oh shit. I know that ain't Big E in the building.
What up, my boy?
What's up? Hold on. Let me turn this back. Hey, perfect time. And I was playing a hot beat. One of my mentors and one of my good friends came in. So let me stop that. I don't know how to fade this shit down.
You boy. You.
Bring to the stage one of my long-term real friends and one of my mentors that I look up to as a producer and like an OG from LA and a good friend, y'all. Give it up for my boy Big E. Nutty P.
What up, man?
What's up, man?
What's cracking with you, man? What's up?
What's up, man? What's up with you, brother?
Oh man, just chilling. I got my little guy with me, hanging out.
So wait a minute, how many little guys you have now?
Just one.
How old?
3.
Oh man, what a blessing, man. Hey, what's
See
up? Oh yeah, that's why you got a football player on there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be big, man.
Oh yeah, they say he's gonna be about 6'3".
Yeah, I could tell, man. Wow, what's up, man?
He only 3 years old now.
Oh man, he gonna be a big linebacker.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, man? Tell him who you are. Give him a little background about yourself and how to contact you.
Oh man, I'm Nutty P Beats, hail from LA, South Central California. Been friends with this guy here since shit, man, damn near pretty much like 40 years. I work with numerous. I worked with Cube like how he did. I work with Caution like how he did. Work with some artists, Death Row. Um, Worked with Billie Eilish, Norah Jones, Kid Cudi, a few other folks. Yeah, man. Just trying to make stuff happen. If you want to tap in, hit me on Instagram, Nutty P Beats Official, or if you want to inquire about beats or whatever, official Nutty P Beats at gmail.com. You know, if, and not just tap in with stealth. You know.
Now, you naming some names I didn't even know, man. Billie Eilish, how in the hell
Yeah.
you pull that off?
Hey man, when you develop relationships with people, things could happen, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of cats on in the industry don't have the patience for us to build relationships. They think that everything is supposed to just come to them full circle at once, and it don't happen like that.
Do you think it being 2026, as this is the topic, do you think music is getting any better as time goes on, or you think it's getting more bleak?
It depends. Like I think for R&B, it's a good comeback. Um, for rap music, it's pretty much open because trap is dying, drill is dying. So the only thing that's really popping right now is struggle rap. So your Rod Waves, your Roddy Riches, and stuff like that, your Dirks. Those are the only ones that's really popping to me right now. I mean, really on the trap side, I would say it'd be Future or Thug, but really ain't nobody popping on the drill and the trap right now. I think R&B is making a good comeback. Everybody is focused more on that now. From your Leon Thomas, what's her name, Tiana Taylor, um, Mariah the Scientist, Kalani, all these people that's just coming up. More the R&B vibe is kicking in.
So I'm kind of out the loop. Like I said, I was going to retire, man. Like I ain't put out records in 8 years. I haven't really been trying to place music
Yeah.
because back in the day, I was getting like 10 bands a beat, man. Like, are those days over for producers?
Uh, Not necessarily. Now I'm about to come out there. Not necessarily, but I mean, you can still get it. But I think more on the sync side right now than more in the music game. I think the sync side, especially like if you're dealing with like big companies like Mercedes or one of them, you could easily. I know somebody right now who just locked in 6 placements, and she from Philly. Each placement was over 6 figures, and she was able to move her whole family and her auntie out of Philly to LA. Yeah, it's all good.
Wow.
And
So
she was,
so if you have the right music, number one, and if you have the right connections, you could still be a six-figure producer without working with platinum artists.
oh
Correct.
yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
you
because
have you have instrumentalists making more money than artists right now. I mean, especially on the lo-fi and all that.
because I was moving in the sync, but like I got hundreds of placements in sync and one big one at Disney, and that was about 20 grand. But like a lot of these MTVs, like MTV don't even want to give an advancement. And like Viacom, like for all them reality TV shows,
Yeah,
it used to be good money, but now they just want to give back in. And the back end, quite frankly, ain't enough to live off of unless you get like the title song. So like I really stopped giving a fuck about sync because it wasn't necessarily paying the bills. But you're right. If you can get those syncs with Mercedes and things like that, like how do you go about even starting there? Do you use companies like Taxi or do you call music supervisors? Or what do you think is the best route to do that as a producer?
well, I say one of the biggest cheat sheets is to go look at the movies that have the big significance of especially like movies who won like Grammys and stuff like that, or big companies like Mercedes. You find out who the music supervisor is. That's a cheat sheet, and you tap in with them. Start following them on LinkedIn. Start following them on Instagram, and build a relationship with them.
Yeah, so you talked about the ground roots way because that I was you're right, man, like the organic way, man, because but a lot of these times these guys they be Hollywood, they won't like accept. So I guess it's something about just building a relationship and just trying to do it the grassroots way, man.
Yeah, it's all about building relationships because that's what it is. Because okay, I was dealing with I was dealing with a producer, okay, and he always talked about, hey, how come these producers get more jobs and more placements and collabs than he do? He talking about, man, these niggas is garbage, this and that, but they get more placements. I said, for one thing, you got a shitty attitude. You think you the
Yep.
shit. You think you the shit. So nobody's fucking with you, and then you come with these outlandish numbers, and you ain't did shit yet. Where that other person who's not as good as you, they work ethics are better. They're willing to do whatever, and they gonna drag the payment until they get it. You acting like you already winning.
We're gonna add my boy Blue Flame. I don't know if you met Blue Flame. Yas know everybody. What's up, Blue Flame?
Now I don't
What's
think
the
I met
deal,
him
y'all?
before though. But what's up, my guy?
How
What's
y'all
up,
doing,
brother?
man?
We
Oh
doing
man,
good,
good,
man.
good.
Thanks for coming in, man. I would just talk to my boy Nutty P. He's another producer, and we just talked about the state of the music industry right now. As a rapper, do you think things are getting better, or do you think things are getting worse going forward in music? You
That's a
can
trick
talk freely
question.
on my podcast. Say what you want. Say what you want, because
Hey,
we
that's a trick question, and I got handler, so I got to be careful on how I adjust this question. But I'm gonna be as transparent as I can. I think two things is happening. Um, I think things are getting easier for every artist and producer to be able to hone in on their craft if they're serious about their talent, because most people aren't. But so I think things is getting better, but then in some cases it's getting harder because if you any technology changes the whole narrative of the whole platform, right? So technology is what changes everything. And I believe like if you're not on board with the technology, then you're going to get left behind. And everybody's scared of AI right now when AI could actually help you. But as far as the business is concerned, um, depending on how you maneuvering, if you got really good business sense, for example, AI has helped me tremendously with not only production, video production, man, and as far as like if you're actually doing business and you're reading contracts and stuff like that, you don't need a lawyer per se, depending on your plan of AI. So as far as people making money with music, I think there's still a lot of people making money with music, of course, because hip hop is still the number one selling product, right? So everyone uses hip hop to open up other things, right? So as far as streams, though, streams is taking a major hit. All artists, I believe, feel some type of way because they could be streaming super numbers, but at the end of the day, then it doesn't translate to actual dollars. But it could be great promotion and marketing if you using it as a tool to build other systems. And then if you like me, I grew up at Priority Records, and man, I was always inside of the mail rooms. And if you know anything about any type of promotion that Priority had, you might know a guy named Foots. He's rest in peace now.
Oh yeah,
Danny,
Foot.
But
man,
Yeah,
Impact
that's Danny
Record
Foot.
Pool,
Yeah,
salute the foot.
Impact Record
yeah.
Pool,
So
baby.
you
Yeah,
knew
come
my
on,
girls from
man.
Priority Records, Leah James and
I
Marlene
know
Durrell.
Leah. I knew Leah. I knew Mark. I knew
You know
everybody. I know
Marlene Durrell.
Shakina. Yeah, for sure. Shakina is
Yeah,
my wife.
Robert Red.
I know Rob. Um,
Yeah,
so I know a lot of people. Jazz. I know everybody, man. Mark Brown. I know
That's out
I
Mark
can keep
Brown.
naming.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Marvin Watkins. I know all the guys, man. Big Paul, rest in peace, Big Paul Tuvi. I know all those guys, man. But where we at today is something different. You know what I mean? you have to find some type of way to use music to market and promote what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? And I think if you do that, you got a ton of chances of making some real money, especially if you're doing licensing, you're doing branding and all that stuff. But if you're an artist and you just hell bent on streams, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose.
Now, you said you're using AI for production, right? So
Yes.
are music producers eventually going to be obsolete?
No.
Come on, man. Come on.
No,
Let's keep it
I
real.
don't think so.
He
I don't think so.
probably don't even listen to beats no more. He a producer
I don't think
now.
so because see, you got to understand by us how the way we make music. The beautiful thing is we're always changing. We're always evolving. So they still have to catch up to us, regardless of because a lot of people don't understand AI. People who do AI music, who really do it, it's not dangerous. It doesn't bother me. The people who do AI music that are dangerous are the ones who have a musical IQ.
Yeah,
because they know
That's true.
they can say, oh, I want a sweet spot of A minor to F major. They can write that in there, and they can write down spots where, okay, I don't want no music here. I want the drums to kick in and here and that. Now those will be the dangerous ones, but the average person who's just trying to get in there and be like, I want to just do beats off of AI, is very thin, it's very light, it don't have no heaviness to it, nothing.
None.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't.
But
I totally agree.
Yeah, so look at the people who got the musical IQs that do it, and you can tell who really is a music producer or is musically inclined compared to the people who just get on there to put something together.
True. That I totally agree with. I mean, 1000%.
Yeah, if you put bullshit in, you're gonna get bullshit out.
Exactly.
But if you're a prompt engineer and know what you're doing, I'm serious. Like if you know what you're doing, man, it sounds a lot better than this human slop I'm hearing.
Oh yeah.
I honestly, kind of like how auto-tune was introduced to us to make people who sung sound better. I believe AI was brought for that same reason. They were tired of hearing songs that were out of key, even when they were supposed to be in the key. And I believe, honestly, it was a way to control the culture without needing anybody in the culture, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. The ultimate culture vulture. They could take black music and make it how they want to, and they don't need us no more.
I think that's exactly the reason why it was built. But like you said, you're gonna always need the key figures. Now, don't get me wrong, Stealth, like you were saying, those prompt engineers, I call them prompt engineers, but prompt engineers have, if you can prompt it right, you can get what you're looking for. But when you talk about that beefiness of like that low 440 or 438 hertz, most people, they don't know nothing about that. And for it to be so saturated, they don't care anymore. It's like it's 100 million songs on Spotify every day. So I really don't think they care. And the listener, I know the listeners don't care, because if they did, then we wouldn't have had so many songs that was trash, Grace Top 40 in the last 50 years.
This is what's happening right now, in my opinion, that they're eventually going to get rid of us all. They're going to buy the AI and they're going to make their own songs, make their own beats, and they're going to use holograms and robots to replace us all. That way you cut humans out of all the relationship and they can take all the money. That's what I think is going on.
I think that's 100% the future. So I would suggest anybody who does deal with AI, buy whatever you do. Don't make your subscription based. Buy whatever you do. That way you can actually own whatever it is that you used as far as AI. But they're getting smarter. I don't know if you guys have seen, like Suno and all these different platforms are saying, like, look, if you made anything in our platform, we own a portion of that. So real music producers, I hope, are saying, just forgetting all of the AI platforms and are just going back to the old ways. But I mean, it's so time consuming for people who don't really have the finances to do it. So it just
But I
depends,
mean, you
man,
could
on
be
where they're
smart
at.
about it. You could just say,
Yeah.
you want a piano break, and you have a piano break for so long. Add drums to it. You put your own bass line and stuff to it. It's all ways you can go around. You don't have to solely utilize it just for what it is.
For sure. For
I
sure.
mean,
I
I
totally
like
agree.
using it for ideas. Like if I come up with an idea, instead of just humming it in a recorder, hum that shit in Suno and put you some nice prompts in that. That would get
Fact.
you a good idea to go back home and dump it in Logic and then do it the right way. You know, I'm not gonna front, like that's how I was able to do 200 songs in 2 months, is with the help of apps like Suno, Producer AI, Chat
Man.
GPT. It we no way I can afford to do it. Number one, hire the rappers because I don't rap, hire the singers, mix everything and master everything without the use of the help of AI. But like you
Right.
guys said, shit in, shit out. When I first start using Suno, I'm like, okay, let me see. Write me a hit rap record and wait till you see what kind of bullshit it's gonna give you. It
That's
don't
true.
work. It don't work like that. You have to be a prompt engineer, in my
Yeah.
opinion, to get anything that's usable.
Facts. Facts. And I think like you said, a lot of it is just basically giving you ideas on what you could do and how you could do it better. But I will say this, man. I've heard some songs come out of these these platforms that I was just blown away by, man. That 4 seconds, 8 seconds, and you guys, if you do it right, I done heard some stuff, man. You'd be like, wow, like there is no way that it's giving me this type of quality in 8 seconds. Like it's just
I got a
crazy,
homeboy.
man.
I know somebody right now. He's sitting on a gang of shit that he did AI. You will never tell the difference from what's out now to what he got.
I mean, it's incredible. Like what I suggest you guys do if you guys ever get writer block is just go on Suno Radio, right? And then just have it play random shit. Man, you'll hear all kind of genres you ain't never heard. And like to me, it's more inspiring to listen to the radio because you're gonna hear the same 20, 30 songs in the radio. So if I ever get writer's block, I'll go on Suno Radio. And what's dope about it, say for instance, you find a song that you like, you just go to the song, it will tell you the fucking prompt. So you can take that idea or that sound, that hip hop, African, Arabian, whatever, because every genre is covered, and then make your own songs out of it. That's why I was able to do Latin songs, gospel songs, country songs, and rock songs, genres I've never done before with the help of Suno Radio. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. Steph, some of them songs you sent me, you had asked me like, man, what do you think? I know it's probably like a regular or something that you send out to everybody who rock with you, but man, after listening to some of them joints, like them first 5, I was like, anybody who hear this right now is gonna want to sign whoever the artist is, and I know it was different styles and everything, and I'm like, wow, like some of these songs are radio ready.
No, that means a lot, man, coming from you guys, because I was real skeptical. Like, I stopped doing music because to me, I wasn't producing anything that was better than what I've done before or sound the same. And I got Legacy with a Butter Law and all these songs, and I don't want to shit on all these legacies that I helped work with. So I retired. AI made me do songs better than what I've done before. And y'all can argue with me, but it took me to a level that chord progressions I've never even thought about, melodies I've never thought about, instruments I've never thought about. So I've been producing a long time, and AI has made my sound better. So all you guys that were having writer's block or didn't want to do anything, at least give it a try. Go to Suno, it's free, but don't the stuff like he was saying, make sure you pay for the stuff that you're gonna use. If you do the free shit and try to use some of that shit, they do own it. But let me correct you. If you buy the professional plan, supposedly you own all the rights to it. And I've placed stuff that I've used partially AI, and I put out stuff that I use partially AI without a problem. But the copyright, They say you can't copyright it, but I'm gonna keep it real. Why tell motherfuckers you use what you use? You think Dre is gonna tell you he got this special setting on the ASR 10? Don't tell him. It's nobody's business how you get to the end. So
right.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nobody's business. So when you copyright the shit, say that you fucking wrote the shit yourself. I'm just keeping real with you. Like,
I mean, you did.
yeah, because I am coming up with my own melodies, and I might get AI to help me like expand on the melody. So that is my melody, and it was branched right from, because I tried to just use prompts without a melody. It sucks because what it's doing, it's using all the information, and then it's has its own fucked up algorithm that it trained off of. What I want to do is make our own AI with our own LLM, our large language models, so I could take my catalog and dump it into AI, and then it will use just my shit. So that's what I'm working on now, is my own Suno. And
well, I was gonna say, so there's apps now. It's funny, but there's AIs who create AIs, right? So them LLMs that you were talking about, it's AIs now that do that. So there's one called Emergent. Emergent can take any website that you could ever have thought about
and then break it down.
And prompt it to where you get exactly the website that you want. And also, man, video content, man. Today I just secured. I was gonna say not just Sora though. It's plenty of them. I'm gonna name a couple that I use, but I do love Sora. I like Sora just to run with it. But Open Art and also that Nano Banana, man. Those two had, and Luma. I gotta put Luma in there because I think Luma is gonna be the actual future of all of this video, videography, video, music stuff. I think that's going to be the actual platform that people are going to use because it makes it so streamlined. It's so realistic, man. Today I secured a deal with Carlos Rossi. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the old wine brand.
Old school,
man,
right?
I used to drink that in junior high school.
You know what I mean? So, okay. So what they did was they're rebranding. They have fruit wines similar to like how Stella Rosa was. So what I decided to do was I created a couple of prompts, used my face as the references and created, video ads that you can't duplicate in 8 seconds. I hate to say this, man, because I'm somebody who always have my hands in things, but when I say it's cut out tons of jobs, right? So it cut out the catering, it cut out lighting, it cut out
photography, videography.
Yeah. It's so many jobs it cut out. But let me say this. It's opening jobs that you might not have known existed, though, if you wasn't doing it. Because now I'm an ad creator. I'm helping all kind of different companies I'm doing all kind of marketing for them. ChatGPT created me a monster. Now I'm a marketing director in my spare time. So I feel like any rapper has every tool. Yeah. Like 20 years ago, this would have been unheard of.
We would have to hire people to do all this shit, and then our videos. How much we used to spend on videos? What, $1 million videos and shit?
$1 million budgets.
Yeah.
Priority had $1 million budgets. So all of that today though is literally taken away. The only scary part I see about the video aspect of it and the voice aspect is that evil people can do evil things. If that makes sense. Evil people can do evil things. So maybe in the future, there might become a singularity where someone who wants to do harm to someone could use your face and do like something like a deep fake and make it look like you did all these horrendous things. So I think that part of it could be iffy. But as far as like the artistry, if you're an artist and you don't have the best music, 'cause I tell all my friends now, I bet not hear a whack beat no more. There's no way I should hear a whack beat.
Nope.
You can't tell me you got whack lyrics today when we got all these different platforms that actually make, some of the firest lyrics. So you could be the Dr. Dre you always wanted to be. You could be the Kanye West you always wanted to be. And then you can video yourself into major motion pictures. So I feel like in today's times, there's no reason to be mediocre. And I think that's what was happening. We had found a spot where we were just mediocre. And now there's no way to be mediocre anymore. If you're mediocre today, I think you just don't care about the music or your craft, and you're going to get what you deserve.
Well, a lot of people don't have the aptitude, man. Seriously, like we give our friends a lot of credit, man, but even if you don't have the aptitude, just go to ChatGPT and you can ask the simplest questions. How can I be a better rapper? You could just start with a simple prompt like that. You know what I mean? And then it would change your life. What got me into AI because one of my film people wanted a realistic sound in sax. So I was I haven't fucked around in like 8 years. So I just typed in what's the most realistic sax sound. And then that started me in this journey of AI. They're like, fuck a plugin. You better fuck with Suno and shit. And that's what started me with Suno. And then all the other, it's 10, 20 other programs you can use. Producer AI, Free Beat. I would suggest you guys use them all. And then use YouTube as a study guide. Like instead of playing, watching sports or playing video games or tricking, spend some time on YouTube. It's like he said, all these things are learnable now. Like back when we came up, I had to go to Chaffee College and take a music production class to learn what MIDI was and how to hook the shit up. I had to take a photography class. We didn't have with 35 millimeter. I had to take a web design class. Like back in the day, it wasn't accessible. So like Blue Flame was saying, man, all this shit is accessible and a lot of time free. Like there's a free version of ChatGPT, or you can use Gemini, or you can use Claude, all these things to help you be a better person. So I think the future is going better, guys, in 2026. Either use AI or it's going to use you, and only people that are whacker than AI is crying about it.
Yep. Totally agree. Totally agree. So no more mediocrity, y'all. No more mediocrity. You better be the best that you could be. You should have tons of vocabulary today. Tons of vocabulary.
Tons. Like you don't have to, like back in the day, man, anybody that had, like, first of all, some Technique 1200s. My father wasn't spending that type of money back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even back when we first started, your people would have to have some money or sell some dope or something. And then even after Technique 12s, I wanted a sampler. Dude, you have to be rich to get an MPC back in the day in my eyes. Like, Eric, how long did it take you to get a sampler? Nigga, I didn't have a sampler till I had to sign volume 10 to get me an MP3 3000.
Hey, I got a what you call in my storage, a S900 rack sampler.
Oh man,
how much that cost back in the day?
Oh man. So y'all talking about the golden age of music, though. To be honest, like we're talking about late 80s, early 90s. Like that's the golden era, I believe, man. And but today nobody's on the SP12 anymore. DJs don't even have a coffin. You know what I mean? Like so everything has changed. A&Rs today are pretty much literally like the A&Rs of today are basically just saying, okay, you know what? Let's just do let's just do basic
now. All these record companies are being ran by tech people. all they ran by tech people. A&Rs lost their job because they wanted to be artists themselves. They want to dress like the artists, have the flashy cars like the artists, all the shit like that. That's why they don't handle jobs no more.
Yeah,
and then when the record companies was on the verge of collapsing, then they want to get off their ass and want to work.
Facts. These are all facts. These are definitely facts.
Is Tubby still an A&R? I mean, like what
Tubby manages Cardi B.
So really? So he stepped over from A&R to manager. I didn't know he managed her live.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, we
Man.
got to get our own artists or develop these artists that we have and do like TDE did. I remember when
Yes.
Warner Brothers dropped TDE, which was the biggest mistake they ever made in their life.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what I've been doing. You see, I put out the Foundation album last year, where like everybody that's on the album I met on Clubhouse.
Really?
Yep. And we had
man,
like
make sure you
I put it out on Juneteenth. We had like 250,000 streams right now.
Wow. I didn't even know you even had anything like that. You guys need to put your link up if you can. If you guys want to, put your links up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
But what do you got going
sure.
on now, Blue Flame, as far as rapping and stuff? I think he just accidentally left.
Yeah, I think he bounced out on accident.
He's probably having some issues. So what's your latest project that we can listen to that you have out right now?
I have Shades of E, and that's basically me talking about from, basically from being a little kid to where I'm at now, and I had that out, that Shades of E, and I have another album coming out on Friday. It's called Just a Little. So, you could, Just a Little could be to everybody's own interpretation, but it's like on some more like a relationship type thing. But I have like 4 of them coming out. I have Just a Little Bit is next. Then after that, I'm coming out. It's called Spin the Block, and then I have another one called Closure, and then the last one is going to be called New Thing.
Well, make sure that you send me the links that you want me to put in the description and stuff, man, so we could continue to support each other's projects. So how about you, Blue Flame? What do you have out that you want to promote right now?
Let's see. I got a joint out with the late great Nipsey Hussle called Black on Black. I did that last year. I got that out. December I dropped Get Low with Drake. So I got that record out. Also, I did a record with Bo Rock called Bo Rock from the Dev Shack, one of my good guys, man. I got him out here by me, so we working. That's called man, I got so many records. No, I'm in Victorville, man. I'm like right in between. I figured this would be the best place, right in between, and so I can get to Vegas, LA, and Arizona in the blink of an eye. But I got those records out. Y'all can find me. Everything is Blue Flame Mega on all social media platforms. And wherever you streaming your music at, Blue Flame Mega, that's what it is. Appreciate it.
Wait, how you guys see? Y'all telling me shit I didn't know. You got songs for Drake. He worked with Billie Eilish, man. Salute you, brothers, man. Seriously, like I got big friends of the stars I didn't even know and shit. Like, how do you guys? How the hell? Like, I'm thinking I'm flossing with my resume. My resume ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you guys even get in a position to meet those type of people?
For me, I ended up working. I hate a saying that people use today. Is that people be saying stuff like "no new friends," but let me tell you, youngsters, something, man. That is the exact opposite way to be thinking, because your net worth is your network. So the more friends and people that you have that's going to help you is going to be how you get to where you are. So I got a lot of people in high places. But let's see.
I didn't know you worked. You're like me. You worked at the record labels. I didn't even know that. So you come from a marketing promotion background. So is that how you started, or were you doing music before you got into marketing promotion?
Well, when I worked for Priority, I was 15, turning 16. I was doing promotions. My wife, her name was Shakina. She worked for both Marvin and worked for Mark. She was like the main marketing lady. And then my sister-in-law, she ran all the books for Priority. Her name was Tamara Chisholm, or people call her Tammy. Mm-hmm. And so I was able to come to Priority and get pretty much all of the records early And then, promo back then was different. They paid for promo. So, everything was calculated. So I would get records. They would send records to my house. And then my job would be to hit the streets, give it all away, and take pictures. That was called street team.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's where I started as a kid. You know what I mean? And through that process, by being at Priority, I will say this, though, I was able to see like the back end of really good situations and also bad ones. You know what I mean? Like Ice Cube, Mac 10, Dub C. It was great in the beginning, and then you already know that some of those marketing meetings turn kind of ugly sometimes. So
yeah, especially if you didn't get your spins. I used to see them look every Tuesday. We had the Interscope conference call. It was 25 of the teams across the state, and then it would be on Tuesday because that's when BDS come out. If you guys don't know, BDS is spins.
Yes,
and they will go down the list. Okay, LA, how many we got? They will go up the list. And then if they be like hold on the call, that means your ass probably gonna get fired because you didn't come up with
getting fired. You getting fired for sure. You won't be back next week.
Yeah, you won't be back. So now go ahead with your story. You just bringing back memories, man.
So just being in those processes, they would keep me in the streets, and that's where I learned a lot about the business actually in the streets. I learned that we were talking about TDE just a moment ago, and when I was a kid, there was a guy named Mike Conception.
Oh yeah, the original Suge.
Well, I don't know. I've heard stories. Don't get me wrong. I done heard stories about Mike Conception, right? But I know Dick Gregory too. So
Dick Griffey, yeah.
Dick Griffey he's a monster.
Yeah.
Now if we talking Suge, I think he was the original Suge, right? So. But I will say this, right? So I got a chance to go to places like Solar. I got a chance to learn back ends, like being with some of the lawyers, like Virgil Roberts and stuff like that. So by being in these situations, yeah, exactly. So being in these situations, I learned that the streets actually make the records. The problem is once corporate gets the records, things get iffy. You know what I mean? Because now we're just talking about products per se, and we're not talking about culture anymore. And that's how I started in the culture. And culture and product are two different things. Some people use our culture to create products to sell back to us. And I think that's the disconnect that I think even right now today we're having, that so many artists have been taught to be a product, right? And they don't know how to sell products. They're not good salesmen. They're not businessmen. So they might have a really good product. You'll maybe just never hear of it because they don't understand how to sell it. Then I know people who have terrible products, but are great businessmen, and you might be oversaturated with them because they know how to actually corner the market and do business. And I think that's the difference. So maybe if we get back to real good talent, possibly, but with AI in the future, I think even then the salesman is going to be the person who really makes the money, and they won't have to do much now because you don't have to do much. You can just create a prompt, 8 minutes.
But see, here's the funny thing. We doing all this, but Japan and China, them going back to selling CDs and tapes.
For sure.
Stupid money doing that.
Yeah, because the record company ain't gonna give you no money. Let's keep it real. We talked about some street level gangsters. Let's talk about the real gangsters. The Jewish Defense League, the JDLs, the people that run the music industry. Because let's keep it real, like every company has them. You know what I mean? You got your Jimmy Ivins. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it. We got your Jimmy Ivins. You got your Jerry Helen. You got these people over at these record labels that are the real gangsters, if you know what I mean. Like, I think that we should develop our own record label so we can make sure we get paid, because we getting these other people paid that we mysteriously disappear. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince. Whenever you sign to these big companies, they got you by the balls, and you are worth more dead than alive.
And
So I
they
think
not
we
even
should have our own shit.
and
I agree.
they're not even taking out. They're not just only taking out the artists. They taking out the people linked to them too, because
Your
one
puppies.
of my mentors was Kashif, and if you know about Kashif
He
wrote
wrote
Whitney
the
Houston's
book.
whole first album
Yeah,
and produced it.
yeah.
And he died mysteriously, and that nigga was in greatest health at the time when he died.
If you
Well,
have a big
let's
publishing catalog, they coming after you. I get calls every day. Once your publishing catalog gets over $5,000 a quarter, then people gonna start calling you for a publishing deal. Watch it. Watch it.
listen. I'm right there right now. It's funny because every artist wish for this until you get it.
I got offered
Until you get it.
I got offered a $500,000 publishing deal. I said I don't want it. Just give me 50,000, 75,000. They refused to give me this. They wanted to push me to the big money. I said, nah, I'll take 75,000.
Because they know you never pay it back. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna say this. So if you a hustler and you've been in them streets and you know them people, then you know how to make money no matter what or where you at. So what I've been doing is I've been taking my talent to Vegas on the weekends, right? Vegas right now has one of the biggest markets, period, right? For tourism and everything. So what I decided to do, because I was always in the streets, I came up with a new product that's tangible that I patented so that nobody else could go ahead and take it from me. So this is what I came up with. A tangible product, again, that can be sold, barcode off, whatever. And it can also be the code on the inside for people that do, that's inside of the new technology right now. Used old technology, right?
Yep.
It's inside of every car, right? The flash drive is inside of every car, USB, every car, because you got to charge it. So I chose this to be the platform, and then I used the packaging. To bring back that old nostalgia of being able to open up that product and see, what the booklet or whatever it is that you want, and then also have QR codes so you can download directly if that's what you want to do. But I think this has given me, I'm talking about, this has opened the door so much. Now, mind you, I don't even sell it. I use the old technique of just giving out the record and accepting donations. That was one of the techniques I learned from Foots. He would go to the record label, get all these CDs and stuff and cassettes. And then once he did it, he would hit the streets and then say, hey, look, I got that new Ice Cube. Just give me a couple of dollars and I'll give it to you. But I learned that game. So that's what I took from him and came up with something that's in our time, that's actual, tangible, and that you can make money from right now, whether you at any event or whatever. So I'm taking this technology, though, and going to the majors, like you guys were talking about, the Jewish Defense League and all these players. And I'm going after the big fishes, because if we can, let's say Taylor Swift sells 1,000 of these for $100, which we know she can, right? We just took over the market. And I think that's the thing that we have to do as the culture. We have to be able to say, you know what? We want to own our culture. And if you're going to play, you got to pay us to play in our culture. And I think that's what we should do.
I miss Foot. So shouts out to Danny Foot James. He was talking
about
sir. Impact Record Pool that we used to go to down
on Crenshaw.
On Wheels. Yep, World on Wheels. So all those are things that drive close to my heart. If it wasn't for him letting me come up there and push some of these Interscope records, some were whack, and they would tell you. One thing I miss about that is that you would have all the LA DJs and tastemakers there, and they would tell you live if your shit was whack or good. So I miss that. I wish we could bring that back. You know what I mean? So shouts out, rest in peace, Foot, Impact Record Pool, rest in peace, Ward on Wheels. Shouts out to Tracy Kendrick. That was his boy to help him running. If you guys don't know, Guess who the sound man that used to do the sound there? That was Mustard. That was DJ
yes, sir.
Mustard. You know
DJ Mustard.
DJ Mustard used to be the guy to bring the equipment and stuff there before he started producing everything. So shouts out to DJ Mustard, rest in peace, Foot. And man, no wonder you know what you're doing, man. You worked at Priority, you've been around all this, so you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to know, man.
I'm still bumping in the dark in some areas, you know, but I'm building a team of players that really want to play. A lot of people in the late 2000s, they were just turned off on the business, and
it's whack.
I just felt like
it's whack now. Like it used to be fun back when I was at Interscope with Black, man. Like we would fuck around, get drunk, but we get our job done. You know what I mean? Now I'm not going to say it, but it's like a lot of suspect activity going on at these record labels, and it ain't fun. It don't pay. You got to do more work, and you got to be around sus activities now. And a lot of us retired or don't want to get back into it because it's not going to be like how it used to be. So shouts out to how it used to be. Mark Brown, I love Mark. I met Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Executives that I ever met. So shouts out to Mark Brown over there, and shouts out to my boy Kevin Black, because Kevin Black is the one that got me my job at Interscope and brought me into those. He made a street team. Like it was already 2 street teams in LA. He was like, fuck that shit. You're gonna be the IE and the LA street team. So shouts out to Kevin Black for even giving me the opportunity to sit in those conference call meetings, man. So yeah, man, like he's out there in Vegas, man. So if you ever need to get out in Vegas, let me know, because he's out in Vegas now.
Hey man, it's funny that you brought up him, man, because wow, man, Kevin Black is very instrumental in my career as well. I had records that we had brought to Interscope. He taught me a lot. I learned the business at Interscope about man, if Interscope wants you to play, you play. If Interscope don't want you to play, you don't play.
Come on, man. We were the biggest record company for many, many years for a reason.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like it started with the top. Let's keep it real. Jimmy comes from music. Like Jimmy was an assistant engineer. Like Jimmy has produced big records. So when you really got somebody at the top that is a musician and knows music, it feels a little better, right? So under Jimmy, you had Nino. Under Nino, you had Garnett. Under Garnett, you had Black. And Black how I came to Black was on the radio. Black was one of the biggest DJs in the radio.
For sure.
So Black paid his dues. Like motherfuckers like us and like Black and Foot, and we paid our dues. It ain't nobody gave us these positions. We didn't do no sus shit to get our shit. And we I didn't have no family in music and shit. It was from people like Eric and shit believing me when I was young before I can even DJ and even think about producing. So I'm just glad that people give back. And everybody I ask about Black has done this for 20 other people too, man. So shouts out to Kevin Black, man.
I gotta say, he's one of the people that helped discover me, man. And you know, he sat me in a meeting with Jimmy for a whole day. I went to a meeting with Jimmy for the whole day for Jimmy to tell me, look, if Black say it's a go, it's a go. But I tell you, I turned down that deal with Kevin Black. Shout out to Stevie's on the Strip too.
We used to get fucked up at Stevie's, man, right there in the Strip. Hey, we did a Busta Rhymes party there, and guess who was the sponsor? Hennessy. Hey, let me tell you something, that was one of the best parties ever. Shouts out to Stevie.
Shout out to Stevie's. Hey man, I'm telling you, look, I was a kid, man, going through all these maneuvers, man, and I'm really from LA, you know what I mean? And I've been in the trenches. So to be here, I really appreciate everybody who put their name on the line for me. Even like I was saying, as far as my guy, Mike Conception, because he didn't really like light-skinned people. And when I met him, I found that out. You know what I'm saying? But I got to meet him. I got to talk. He called Russell right in front of me. You know what I mean?
That's funny because his brother light-skinned Vic.
Vic, hey, listen, but he liked Vic though. You know. He like Vic though. Hey, it's funny though, but you know, just growing up here in LA in the culture for real, like LA culture, not down south culture, because I've been there too. I had to leave LA to find my lane. So shout out to Gucci Man who gave me my first feature, my first real feature. You know what I'm saying? I got tons of features with LA artists, but my first like crossover feature was Gucci. And I really appreciate him putting his name on the line for me. Bryson Tiller, I got songs out with both of them. Sean Kingston, Big Dog. I really don't like saying too much about Snoop because I'm trying to make my own lane and I'm from Long Beach, but wherever I go, they always be like Snoop Dogg. So I always give Snoop his props because without him setting the standard and paving the way, I probably wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that to you, dog, as well. Just all the OGs, man, that looked out for your boy, man. I really appreciate it. And just know with Flame, ain't nothing changed. I ain't gonna switch up. And if you have put a dollar amount on something that you did for me, don't worry. If it hasn't been paid, it will be. You heard me?
That's some real shit I ain't never heard none in my whole life, man. How can they get the product from you online? How can people purchase that online?
Okay, so I do most of my business. I do have a website, blueflamemega.com, or the record label, which is Gorilla Money Gang Records. It's gmgr.us. We're a holding company now, not just a record label. We're a holding company. We also buy publishing. So if you guys, if you know anybody that's want to sell a hot record that you had in the past and you don't want to take it to somebody like Big John, come holler at me. I'll go find the money for you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a business and I do respect it as a business. So like I said, but I do most of my business on either Instagram or Facebook. I like to go directly to my consumer. And I think that's the best way because they can really feel you. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance to be like, oh, I rock with this person and it's not fake. A lot of stuff that y'all have seen so far has been fake. I'm just going to keep it real quick. The production is not the producer. The producer that you thought it was, it's not him. It's probably about 10 other people around him that made it for him. But shout out to that major producer. Yeah. The cars that you seen was rented. Those mansions was rented. That money was prop money. Them clothes was rented, or if not rented, those clothes was promoted. So it's product placement. That favorite rapper that you think has so much money, I bet you I am nowhere near him, probably in popularity, but I probably have just as much, if not more money, because I went to work every day. So I just want to keep it honest with anybody that's young, that's watching this, because y'all get tricked into believing that this thing that we do that's called rap is real, and it's not. It's fake. Everything about it is fake, and we're pushing products. So I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
It was a song that came out a long time ago, if you don't remember, and it went like this: never do what they do, what they do, what they do.
Yeah. They might not have never even heard that.
And fools got mad at the Roots for telling the truth about that shit.
But it's just the honest truth, y'all. And I don't want you guys. A lot of my people is running around with the wrong idea of this business. And that's why stuff are happening to y'all. Is because y'all thinking it's just music, and it's not. You think it's really the business of entertainment. And these people are really good actors. Yep. These people are really good actors. So before there was a person who helped them become the best actor they could be. That was a artist repertoire. You've probably never heard of it, but it's called A&R. That's what those people were for. They were to make you believable. They made you come across to the people that they were trying to sell to. They wanted you to be believable. Today, you're using your real life in these social media platforms trying to portray something that was fake. I want y'all to get an understanding before I get off this line. I'm going to just keep it as real as I can be. You're trying to portray something that was fake.
Preach.
So just hear me out, youngsters. That's what it is. I would suggest you get a job. If you can get one in this time, go to work every day. And I bet you any type of money, you'll have more money than your favorite rapper. And if you decide to continue to rap, you'll be able to market and promote yourself on a level that if your favorite rapper could do it right now, he would, but he can't. That's why you haven't heard from him. There's no backing or banking. There's no backing or banking, which is the reason why there's no hip hop records in Billboard today. Everything was paid and bought.
Yep.
Simple as that. Everything.
You guys are listening to two people that sat in these meetings. Don't fuck around and go to jail. Don't fuck around and get no street shit. I'm telling you, this shit ain't worth it. It's all a play. Like, think of this shit like the movies. Like when you go see fucking Spider-Man, do you really think it's a motherfucker out there in a suit that's flying around? It's all make-believe. So you guys got to be able to decipher what's make-believe and what's fucking real, because a lot of this shit is fucking fake. All them MTV cribs rented. All this shit that you do see, the artist got to pay for the shit. And a lot of times the fucking record company gonna pencil whip your ass, meaning that, oh, the video costed 100. Well, we gonna say it costed 200,000, so we don't have to pay them royalties. So guys, don't fuck around and go to jail. Don't fuck around and get caught up in no street shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 53. You know what I'm saying? And for us to, a lot of my friends are dead. A lot of my mentors aren't here anymore. You guys gotta stop fucking around and saying shit that's gonna end you up in jail or have some niggas on your ass. Because I live in downtown LA, right? Like, I can't run nowhere. Eric, you still in LA, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I say and shit, I got to walk out and deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, don't fuck around and go to jail. Don't fuck around and have I'm going to say this, too. Don't fuck around and have a whole bunch of babies you can't take care of. Because you're going to be on that child support and your ass going to be in jail. And don't be afraid to get no real fucking job. I'm gonna keep it real. My ex-boss at Interscope is the one told me, nigga, you better motherfucking go get your guard card again. I'm like, man, I ain't getting no motherfucking real job. Nigga was like, I got $500 a day, nigga. I'm like, what I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all rappers ain't making $500 a day. They ain't making shit.
Guaranteed.
I still get my hustle on.
And if you hustling weed, it ain't no money in weed no more. Like, you make more. I made more money selling clothes than I ever did selling fucking any kind of narcotic.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I get my hustle on still. I sell MacBook Pros on the side and everything.
Nigga, I got my guard card, I got my gun permit, and I do just like my other boss at Interscope do. Nigga, take your ass out there and go to work. Cause like I can still, if I really want to suck again and shit, I can go to work for one of these record companies, but it's gonna be a bigger title, but guess what? It's gonna be more work, less money. You're gonna be around a lot of people that may not, flame the way you flame and shit. So I'd rather just sit out. You know what I'm saying? I understand why my nigga Black don't want to get back in it.
Man, the average job that you would get paid anywhere from $85,000 to $100,000, they're now only giving you $45,000 a year for it.
Facts.
Nigga, I was at the biggest record company, right? So each team, I don't give a fuck. We were getting paid $2,500 a market. Within that $2,500 and shit, you better get them spins, nigga. You better pass these flyers out. You better put these posters up. You better put these pop-up stands up. You better go in that Crip neighborhood and hang up the game posters
right now.
With a red bandana on it. You better
right now.
These Snoop fucking shits. And you know how many times we risked our lives putting up fucking posters because these dumb motherfuckers want to have red bandana posters or blue bandana posters. We risked our lives promoting games and Snoop and shit like that in a scope. Niggas was ripping down posters, getting beat down and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've been through all of that.
You know what?
That's what made me a monster today, though. That's what made me a monster. All that made me a monster, and I'm still young. That could be another reason also that I'm still at it or so immersed in it, because I'm fairly young. I'm just now hitting the 40s. So, you know,
Yeah, you were that
I
one
still got wind in me. I feel like I got time. But I will say this. I had a youngster ask me today about giving him a record deal. And I told him the realest thing that I could tell him, I said, listen, I could guarantee you a record deal from any major record company. He asked me, what should I do? I said, go get $1 million worth of life insurance on yourself.
You told it, man.
And I
Put it in my
guarantee,
name.
hey, listen, I guarantee you, any record company you go to, if you tell them within that meeting, listen, I got $1 million life policy on me, I guarantee you today you'll be signed. You know what I mean?
Nigga
But
got a die to blow up now. And then they
I'm
forget
just
about you
keeping it
next
real.
week.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. We know it's true. And every contract, the first line is going to say, throughout this universe. This is something I want you youngsters to hear too, because I done seen a lot of contracts in the last few weeks.
That's why it's called universal music.
Need I say more?
Yeah, if you on Mars, nigga, we want our mother. If you in another galaxy, you in a black hole, nigga, we still want our royalties and put the Motown in it. And we want your grandkids and your kids and them kids to be able to give their royalties too.
And not only that, anybody who going new in the music industry, trademark your God-given name and your musical name. Even if you got kids that's playing sports, trademark that name so they don't get screwed over in these deals from Nike and all them.
Yeah.
For sure. I would like to put something else on that too, because trademark your name no matter what. Because if you did any business and any contract with anyone and they used your name that's been trademarked, you can sue for that. Just thought I'd let y'all know that as well. That's a part of the game nobody's probably going to tell you. But if you're doing business as your name, your real name, then everything that you do is possibly a write-off. That's another little piece of game that possibly could work for a youngster that might be listening to you. I just gave you something to go down the rabbit hole, but that's up for you to go do your due diligence.
Now, in closing, what would you guys recommend? Like Blue Flame, you like do it from a rapper perspective. Like if you want to make money in 2026, how would you as a rapper? Then Eric, can you just do it from a producer's perspective? What would be you guys' best strategies to make money doing what you love? As far as rapping and producing, what's the best strategy for 2026?
Have your own artist. Create your own artist.
Agree.
Definitely that. I would say from an artist standpoint, find something tangible that you can sell. Whether it's a t-shirt, your product, these dominoes that got my shit on it, like whatever you can find tangible to actually give to someone in exchange for some type of funds, I think that's the way. So always be prepared to think outside the box. And if you smart, use music to segue products to your people. Simple as that.
Yeah, like if you got merch and you got a sweatshirt, sell the sweatshirt for $80 and add a QR code for your album on that bitch.
There it is.
So have physical product. Just don't rely on streams or monetization from your music. Use that as a segue to brand other things.
Yeah,
definitely. And you should be branded on social media as well. If you're branding on social media on one platform, let's say it's Blue Flame 23, and then on the next platform it's Blue Flame Mega, and then on another platform is Blue Flame 8572_, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're here to sell your brand. You're not here to sell yourself. You're here to sell your brand, and you should be the brand. So sell your brand, man. Get you some merch and make some money, bro.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's and don't be afraid to use AI. People that are hating on it are probably ignorant and don't have no talent. Here's
my thing. Why do people hate using AI? You're using Slate Digital. If you're using a plugin that changes your one vocal to a 7-piece background vocal, that's AI. You using auto-tune, that's AI. You Metal Darn, that's AI. So I mean, how are you mad at something that you've been using all these years?
It's what I think it is people that have like low talent, and they know that the average person with an average prompt can make better music on Suno than their unaverage music. I mean, I don't hear Timberland complaining about it. I don't hear some of the biggest musicians or the bigger people don't care because we know we can do better music than what's coming out of Suno or any of those.
I mean, look at my guy Mars. My guy Mars just got endorsed with a AI company, and he's with one of the biggest bands, 1500 or nothing. He got diamond plaques and all that, and he doing it.
Use it, guys.
That says a lot.
Because like I said, I have trouble finding musicians to work with. I have trouble finding artists to work with. So I did everything my motherfucking self for the last 10 albums I put out. You know what I mean? I didn't have no artists and no help. And you guys can do the same thing with just a little bit of talent. Now you take some real talent and you can make hit songs just from AI. You don't have to know how to sing. You do have to know how to write. You have to know how to write. And you have to know music because you have to know how to prompt to get usable music, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The AI is not there enough for you to just be like, make me a Billboard hit reggae song. It's not there yet, but it will be.
Harvey Mason from the Underdogs said it the other day. He said he's been back in the studio as of now. And he said 85% of the sessions that he been worked on is somebody he had to add something that already had AI to it.
Yeah,
man,
85%.
Like I said, if you guys aren't professional engineers or masters, or you could be Jimmy Ivan right now. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a virtual label. So if you guys have the ear, it's mainly about the ear. If you can hear what a hit song is and then kind of talk to one of us about how to market and promote it, you can be Jimmy Ivan from your fucking laptop and not know how to play shit. Does Jimmy Ivan know how to produce? Let's keep it real. I mean, all you have to do is have a fucking ear and a marketing mind, and you could be rich. You could start your own AI label, have AI run the label, have it do your branding, your marketing promotion, all your artwork. You can have fucking AI do your music and your videos and become your virtual Jimmy Ivan like I'm trying to do. That's why I just did 10 albums. I did a blues album. No way I could have done that without depending on musicians. First of all, the musicians, they charge $500. All right. So I would have been paying $2,500 just for the fucking musicians. Then get somebody to mix the shit. I could do it, but I'm gonna hire somebody better than me. That could be around $1,000 a song, and to get it mastered, that could be around the same. Who has that kind of money? And then who's to say you're gonna make back that money? Do like I do. Do as many songs you can and put them out there, and hopefully something organic goes. But if not, you're gonna have to pay. Like I said, if you don't get over that 10,000 a month threshold at Spotify, and within them 30 days, you lost within them other 150,000 songs.
And hopefully they not in the union, because if they are, then you got to pay scale.
You gotta pay scale.
I can't afford no union people, man. I see, Eric, you have that luxury. I've never been able to afford that, nigga. I get niggas like Butch and shit like that for $500.
Yeah.
And Boney, you know what I mean? The niggas that them fucking
Butch is one of my mentors too.
And
it was funny.
That
was funny. I think you was there that day when we was at Laylaw House and Butch came over, right?
Yeah, because he
Laylaw. Hey man, rest in peace, Laylaw.
Laylaw thought Butch was coming over for him.
Rest in peace, Laylaw.
Rest in peace,
man.
Laylaw.
A lot of people don't know, man. Laylaw is like the foundation of West Coast music, man. He's one of those real ones that pretty much helped start that gangster sound, or what we.
I'm always gonna give Hutch his props. He was the original.
Definitely Hutch. Definitely Hutch. But you know what I mean? Like him and Laylaw is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
boys.
Yeah, man.
You talking about people that started me. Laylaw is the one that hooked me up with Ice Cube, and we turned Ice Cube weight room into a studio, and that's where we cut Legal Paper.
Legal Paper.
That's where we cut Worldwide with KD, and Butch is the one that played percussions on them songs. So rest in peace, Laylaw. Rest in peace, Gomac. His brother.
Rest in peace, Gomac.
Yeah, man.
Life's like a
Good
pussy, no
people, man.
doubt. One way in, one way out.
Yeah, man.
Man, for real.
Some
Damn.
good brothers, man. Like I said, man, like you said, it's all about networking and creating good relationships with people, man. Because I wouldn't have been able to do Cube without Layla. And let me take it from the beginning. Shouts out to Cocaine. Because
Shouts
this
out
all started.
Jerry Long.
Yeah, because
Shouts out to you, bro.
you was a part of his band first, right?
Well, me and Coca go back. Like when I moved from LA to IE, Coca was the first rapper I met out there when his name was Jay Gold. And I was his DJ.
Yep.
And me and him
I remember you was doing the Pomona Mining Company and all that.
Yeah, we used to be in a group and we used to wear afros and tapered plaid pants like the sex jerks and shit and flannels and shit. And we be in there grooving with fucking afros on, nigga.
Yeah,
and I remember shout out to DJ Maestro. We went to Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah, what was the shit called out in Riverside? Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly.
Yeah,
Monopoly.
You had
Yeah.
Monopolies and you had Metro.
Yeah, Metro.
Hey, I got Club Metro going again, baby.
No, for real?
No, for real. So
in the same place?
Nah, I took it. I brought it up here to the HD since I'm up here, so I could kind of control it. But we doing Club Metro HD, and I got it out here in Hesperia. Our first night was New Year's Eve, was very phenomenal, and we're gonna start doing it every Friday night, man. But yeah, we brought Club Metro up here, man, and we going crazy. And we got 3 floors. It's going crazy the same way how Metro was before, man. I'm doing it out here, man.
You had the R&B spot, the hip hop, the reggae lounge, and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That and the Century Club to me were the best clubs I ever been to.
And
any club that has multiple rooms.
Savannah West was my shit.
Savannah West, baby.
Or Prince's Club. What was Prince Club?
Oh, Glam Slam.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Them were the golden days of clubs. So we lucky, y'all, to be able to live in them golden days. Man. Or even before that, let's talk about the Casa, back when Sex Jerks and all them used to be dance groups. And shit.
That was before me.
That
era.
That was before my time.
paper khakis and Vans and shit.
Carolina West was all that's before my time. But I was trying to get in there, boy. Eve after dark. I was a kid, a baby trying to get in there. They like, nah, you can't get in there. But nigga, I gotta say this.
We were sneaking in. What was that club on Hollywood Live? Because we were
Hollywood Live. They used to climb up the back of the building.
Yeah,
they used to climb up the what you call
it? Oh my god!
What's called and walk in from the roof.
And then we would always walk out with a speaker or something.
Remember the Park Plaza Hotel over there by in downtown by the park. What park is that?
Where all the Costco's. Paradise 24.
Yeah, Paradise 24.
Yeah, Paradise. Yeah.
Osco's used to have a teenage night before the night popped off.
MacArthur Park.
DJ
Yeah,
MacArthur Park. That's where Park Plaza Hotel is, right there.
Yeah, see, that was before me. I was in the Bar Fly days. I was in there, with Suge and them.
You probably was White Lotus and
White Lotus. White Lotus, the Bar Fly. Woo. Yeah, that's my time. You feel me? That's when I was out there thinking I was doing something. A young whippersnapper thinking he was doing something, man. But I do gotta say this before I get off, man. I want to say thank you to Eazy-E. He was the first person who ever. Rest in peace, Eazy-E. First person who ever believed in me. Went in his sock, gave me some money out of his sock, ended up being like $5,000, bro. That changed my whole direction of trying to do music. Wow. I knew after that it was real. I'm doing it. I'm never looking back. And then, man, I just want to tell him, his family, his kids, man, your pops was a real one.
Real dude.
Real one, man. A real one, man. A real one. That's all I could say. Also, KC from KC and the Sunshine Band. He opened up his studio to me the first time ever. Let me do my thing at his spot. I gotta say, Arthur Brown. You know what I'm saying? Arthur used to from Rolls Royce. Like, he's one of my mentors when I was growing up because he was from Long Beach. And I'm really out here, man. Like, And see, people be telling me, man, you came from nowhere. I'm like, did I? Cause I'm this shit real.
Nah,
But
man, you didn't live some
man,
experiences, man. Like
yeah.
like I said, I thought I did, but you guys are humbling me, man. Like I said, through Jerry, through cocaine, I met Hutch, and through Hutch,
Yeah.
I got to meet Easy, man. And I just like to say thank you to Coca, Jerry, and thank you to Hutch, and put me in an opportunity because I just started off as renting keyboards. So I was just supposed to just rent them niggas the keyboards. Then I was like, man, fuck that. I learned how to play keys. So then I become the keyboard player and I did sound. So I helped them do the sound. And even sometimes I would DJ and shit at some of the shows. So I got to smoke with Easy. Easy got to hear some of my beats, and shout out to Easy and Hutch, man. Cause them were the first guys
the funny thing is he didn't even have to go to school with this. This nigga always knew how to play a piano or something. He was just goofy with his shit. He would just he'd be a clown with his shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
he got serious.
Yeah, no, I grew up in church and I had a piano in the house and I had a couple lessons and stuff.
Because when you stayed in Cucamonga, and what was that complex?
No, you talking about at the house in
the house your dad left you?
Yeah.
You had a piano. We used to be in there. You used to always play the piano and be clowning and shit.
I had to, man, because I was like, man, fuck being a DJ and sound man and shit. I want to get in the band. So I had to practice. And guess who was guess who else was the other keyboard player? You guys know who Shep Crawford is?
Yeah, that was
I heard that name.
Yeah, he's a big pastor, man. He did Nipsey's funeral. He's like a big pastor in South Central LA. He was the other keyboard player. He produced for Deborah Cox and Montel
but I remember
Jordan.
back then he was with Quick and them and Tracy and them, right?
Wow, Tracy Lane.
I think you're talking about Jim Bob. That was the
I'm talking about
Jim Bob.
Didn't Shep used to be with Quick? Didn't Shep used to be with Quick?
I don't think so.
Man, Jim Bob, hold on, man. Jim Bob, he's the man, bro. Listen,
man, Jim Bob is the man.
Oh my God, Jim Bob got me doing music, doing the music for movies and all kind of stuff. Hey, look, dang, that's crazy, Jim Bob, man. Look, that man right there. World. Oh my God, man, it's crazy. It's a small world, bro.
I got to give props to my boy too. It's a lot of producers that came out of this guy's camp that nobody never talks about. Is this cat name? It's called Backhouse Studio. My nigga
Taco, big tall Taco. What it do, Taco? I ain't forgot you, baby. Hey,
Taco. C's Monstrosity, Jado, all them cats came from up under him.
Man, dang, that's crazy.
Yep. I saw Silk. Silk made. So what you gonna do for jail felony? That was made in my house.
Hey, that's crazy.
That was 5 other people beat. Shouts out to DJ Silk. He over there with Dr. Dre right now.
Listen.
And Chocolate. Shouts out to Chocolate. Chocolate,
man, look,
introduced me to Dr. Dre.
Man, look, I was with Chocolate since I was 16, man. He'll tell you the story. Be like, Blue Flame. He gonna be like, his name wasn't Blue Flame. His name was Blow. But I was
with Anthony A Sharp.
A Sharp, boy, A Sharp, baby. But look, I was just finna say, man, he was when in 2004, me and at that time he had renamed himself to Slim the Mobster.
Yep.
And me and Slim was going to the Valley, and Slim had just signed to Kanye and John Monopoly. Good Music. That was the name of the label. And we was working on a record that they ended up putting out with DJ Clue. And that ended up getting us in the area that we needed to be in front of, which ended up being record 1. Yep. And man, we took a lottery ticket. Slim will tell you, we took a lottery ticket down there, and Dre asked us. Now, mind you, we 2 rappers, but I had bought the lottery ticket because I'm big on the lottery. And he asked us that day, like, which one of y'all are ready? And in 2004, I felt like Slim was more ready, so I gave him my lottery ticket, and we wrote Slim's number on there. And I think that timing changed our lives, all of us, even with Silk, because we was all together. Silk, Slim, DJ Chocolate, DJ Silk. Who else we had over? We had a lot of people over there, and we was in Montclair.
Yep.
And man, that one day changed everything for us, man. Meeting Dre, and I learned a lot from not being the one, right? Because I could have. Everybody wanted to be like, "Oh, I've always been the hardest," and I felt like I was dope, but I felt Slim was prepared, if that makes sense. And we pushed Slim through the door for whatever reason. My guy already know he a mobster for real. Don't play with his name because he's really about that life. A lot of people though in the business didn't like him because he was really about that life. And but I learned a lot from being over there in underneath Dre, man. And Dre showing us how business work, bro. Because he was gonna do this deal with Microsoft, and bro, he had a check on the table for like $247 million. They'll tell you it sat there for about 6, 7, 8 weeks. And all I kept thinking to myself was, I gotta get to this level, man. And that Dre level is so high, but that's when I realized that no new friend stuff is how you'll stay limited or in a box, because your network for real will determine your net worth, man. And I met some phenomenal people over there. Shout out to Dr. Dre. Shout out to DJ Silk, which is still producing for me now. He just did the commercial I did for Rick Ross for the Bel Air. It's produced by DJ Silk, my guy.
What's up, Russell?
Yeah, Russell Brown, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Like, when I first moved out to IE, like me and Russell used to ride around on scooters together and shit. Like that's my boy. Him and Jerry are like friends of mine. Like when I first moved to IE, those are the first people I met. And I thought my life was over moving from I hated having to go from LA, hanging with Eric and all the homies from Soul Brothers and Sex Jerks. And right then, they hooked me up with Sir Jinx. So I knew Jinx, I knew Battle Cat. I knew Dazzy D, so I had like a little connections in LA and DJing. I hated moving out there, but I think me moving out to IE probably helped me more than if I would have stayed in LA.
Man, I can believe that.
Chris Davis.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
Chris Davis,
and
man.
the Coca trajectory took me.
Chris Davis.
The Chris Davis. I used to DJ there. Shouts out to Ray
Davis
Love.
with a spot in Rialto.
Yeah. I showed up there with an afro. They pulled me on stage.
He had the Jungle Brothers.
Yeah.
He had the Jungle Brothers that night, and Low Profile. Every time I see Dub C, I said, remember when you met you at the Chris Davis? He's like, nigga, you still remember that shit?
Yeah. Man, that shit was like, yes, I remember going there because I seen like posters up and I put on my afro and my plaid pants and I was speeding down Sierra to get there. Cops pulled me over, thought I was about to rob a bank with the fucking afro on.
That was you, Ray Love
was DJing and
Ray Love.
Out to City Style Productions, Rick and Lionel and his wife and all them, because they embraced me. Ray Love was trying to leave City Style, and Ray Love let me take on the crown for City Style when he left. So shouts out to Ray Love, shouts out to City Style, because that helped my trajectory in IE, DJing for all the Low Profile, Jungle Brothers, X Clan. We brought a lot of people out there. So shouts out to all of them.
Man, X Clan, bro. That was my favorite.
And we drove out there too to fuck with you.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Y'all, I love y'all, man. My LA folks my LA folks used to come down here, and then we end up bringing the IE back down to LA once I got the Interscope job. So appreciate all my LA and all my IE friends, man, for making that connection, because we made history, man. You know what I'm saying? We fucking made history. Niggas didn't want to listen to Gaga shit. I remember getting it as a fucking demo and shit. I remember getting Drop It Like It's Hot, and Snoop didn't think it was a signal, and Black was like, nigga, I put my job on the fucking line. And Drop It Like It's Hot is still his biggest song to this day. So I love all you guys, man, and appreciate all you guys' love and support throughout the years, man, because Eric, you was there from the beginning, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When you was DJ G-Love.
G-Love, Rated G, all these weird names and shit. Then shouts out the Novelist, gave my name Stealth because I never really wanted to be on stage. I always wanted to help artists and help out other people, man. So shouts out to all you guys, man. And it's a small world. And keep it real. Y'all start lying about music. Us old niggas gonna find out if you lying because we know everybody.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? All of us
Facts.
work with the same people. So don't be out here lying and shit. And don't be out
Facts.
here doing no scandalous business, because then we ain't fucking with you. And we're going to do like the Jewish people do and blackball your ass. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all heard it first.
yeah.
Y'all heard it first right here.
Yeah,
Stop name dropping if you ain't really about it.
Yeah, and do what you say and say what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And don't waste people time.
Facts.
Everybody, if y'all contact us, make sure it's on some real shit. You know what I mean? Like we hear mostly bullshit. So if y'all contact us, make sure y'all ready, man. Because I'm willing to help. I'm looking for artists. I'm looking for people to work with. You know what I mean? Because I don't like doing everything myself. I was just forced to do everything myself. And thanks to all these programs, I don't really need motherfuckers, but I would love to work with Eric on a beat. I would love to work with Blue Flame on some songs. You know what I mean? So,
say less.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always here, man. You guys need anything for my black ass, I'm right here. Just come down to City Hall. I can see City Hall. I'm in LA. Nigga, I ain't running from nobody.
You still over there by Grand?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here in Skid Row, nigga. I'm in the hood, nigga. I'm living my life because I'm saving my money so I can spend on my records. Like, I'm not putting out another record till I have at least 5 G's. So guys, remember that. I got connections and we all got connections, but it still takes money when you release these records, man.
I got connections with playlists too. And if you need distribution, I got you too. Because I'm with Gamma.
Okay.
Yeah, good looking out. Hell yeah, I need to listen. We need to talk, because what he's talking about, guys, is how you get your record like to move on Spotify is getting on playlists. And a lot of times that costs money, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do it. Like some things you're gonna have to pay for. People don't give a fuck about my resume. They like, give me my check. Fuck your resume. You know what I'm saying? So hook it up with people like Eric. They got to hook up on playlisting, and you guys need to talk to me about some marketing. You guys need them on meta ads. You guys need to fucking go into Spotify campaigns and pay Spotify their little money. All this shit costs money, y'all. So, like I said, I released these 200 songs, but it costs about $3,000 to $5,000, even if your song is good, to get above the 150 other thousand songs that came out that same day. So it costs money. And make sure the records are good, y'all. Don't be putting out this off-key, off-beat. Niggas still can't rap on beat with this technology we got. It's horrible. Put out usable shit. Because you go like LaRussell just spent $30,000. And then he spent another, that's just on one campaign, right? And then he spent another
LaRussell is spending $100,000 per month.
But see,
on just marketing and promoting.
But see, a lot of people don't know that LaRussell got investors. It's not really
for sure
out of his pocket.
Well,
for sure.
He didn't say that part, nigga. My investors,
he ain't.
You're not gonna say that. He got investors.
Yeah, I was wondering, you got $100,000 a month marketing budget, and then you doing stuff in your backyard. Like I'm trying to do the math and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I had to ask him on one of the platforms the other day. I said, "Listen, man, it sounds like to me they paying to make you famous because the math ain't mathing, But what he told me was personally is that he made over $1 million in endorsements. So he's utilizing the $100,000 to get him endorsement deals. So that's a whole nother play that most people aren't even familiar with.
Listen, I found out through him through the fucking Wall Street Journal. Like I get a lot of shit coming in, but his shit didn't pop up in my feed till that Wall Street Journal thing they did. And I'm like, this nigga got some money. Because that take a lot of money in PR to do that.
That is totally true. Totally true.
Yeah, so is there anything else you guys want to say in closing? I know you guys got shit to do, man. Y'all busy people and shit, man. You guys have anything else you guys want to promote or tell everybody?
Only thing I would say is if you're looking for Blue Flame, I go by Blue Flame Mega. I'm on all social media platforms as such. Anywhere you listen to music as such, Blue Flame Mega. I'm here and I'm coming. You might not have never heard of me, but I'll see you soon.
Y'all check his shit out, man. I personally vouch for him as a person. and his music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Appreciate
I've been
that.
waiting a long time to have this conversation. And like, I'm learning new things about this brother. I didn't have no idea he's been in that record industry circle like I have. How about you, Eric? You want to say anything in closing and let them know how to contact you and stuff? You still there?
We might have
Eric?
lost him for a sec.
Yeah, we'll give him a couple more seconds. But yeah, we doing this every day, man. So like, whenever you have time and you want to hop in, if you have any subjects you want to talk about, I'm really trying to. I think we're gonna try to set a tone like Adam 22, because Adam 22 started off as fucking music channel. It turned into some real niggery shit that I'm not trying to talk about because I live around this shit. I know about nigga, the police could shoot me from their window. Like, I'm right next to the Fed building and I live around niggas. So I don't need no police or no nigga drama. So I really want to create a real music show. You know what I mean? That we could talk to and do some real music shit. You know what I'm saying? Possibly listen to some people's shit and all that kind of shit, help some people out at the same time promoting our own channels and our own brands. So I appreciate you guys being in the forefront. You guys are the second and third people that I've had in here. So really appreciate you guys coming in the front end. Because believe me, I'm chasing down Black. I'm chasing down everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man.
So that way we can keep this on a real executive level type podcast.
Yeah, my phone died.
I'm trying to get Paul Stewart on here. I'm trying to get Black. I'm trying to get like
Paul Stewart.
Yeah.
Well, is Paul's boutique next to Delicious Pizza still?
I think so. I know he's doing a lot of film and television, and I'm telling you, like, he was one of the first people to buy one of my beats for $10,000. Shouts out to Anthony Bone. Shouts out to Laylaw, because without Law, that's when I started getting the $5,000 and $10,000 was with Law. So shouts out to Law. He hooked me up with Paul Stewart, and then shouts out to the artist Anthony Bone. Anthony Bone was the background singer in Coca's band. So that's how I hooked up with Law. So shouts out to Anthony Bone for even hooking me up with Law. So yeah, man, I've talked to Paul, I've talked to Kevin, and you guys have anybody you think could add to the conversation, let me know. But I want to start doing this and
I got one more thing I got to tell. Like, all these artists and producers, is y'all don't we know that you get streams from Spotify and all that, that's cool, but you get money from other services as well. Like, people just focus on Spotify and Apple Music, but you can also get paid for streaming through Sound Exchange. You can get paid through streaming through MLC. You can get paid through Music Reports, and there's a couple other ones I can't be off my hand. Also, you can also go through Harry
Beatology.
and some of the music that you have, they could turn it into they could print it into sheet music, and you make money off of that too. So there's all kind of ways that they could take what you make and you can make more money. Just don't focus on that, and make sure that you got your pros, your BMI, your ASCAP. Right now, I think ASCAP, if you do both, you get both for free, your publishing and your writers. So make sure you got your pros and all that stuff intact. Make sure before you even start doing a song with somebody that you put your split sheets together. So there's everything fall in line when you get that paperwork done.
Damn right. That's right. Whatever y'all need me for, man, I'm all in, man. Lock me in. Whatever y'all need me for, man. I'm one of the ones that I ain't charging nobody, because if we working together, we working together. As long as my name is on my portion, I don't want nobody else's. I just want what I do. That's it.
Well, make sure you guys accept the invite, because I'm gonna tag you guys' YouTube channel in here too. That way you can make royalties off the shit and all that. And that's what I'm gonna do with everybody. So that way we can all build our own social media. Because I'm trying to retire, guys. Like, I'm trying to retire, so I'm gonna like put my all into this shit. So I'm gonna try to do it daily with different topics.
Well, we could talk about this too, because this little guy right here, all my works he owns. I'm creating a trust, and all my music that I've produced and what I put out myself, he's gonna own everything of it.
Yeah, make sure you guys beneficiary is right on your mine is Beatology. So if you guys ever think I'm perpetrating, Go to Beatology Music on BMI. My real name is Gordon McGinnis. You guys can see everything I've done that I got credited for. Now, there's a lot of stuff we do that we don't get credited for, but that's how you check and see if people are lying. You go to BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC, and you type in their real name or their publishing company name, and you can see if what they got going on for real, for real. That's how you do your research, motherfuckers. Yep, they IPI.
Or
Make sure
you
you know your
can check
IPI.
on Muso.ai too.
Yep.
Yep.
All
Make
right.
sure you know your IPI number. If people want to work with you and they not asking
sure.
about your IPI or your
And if you want to be
publishing,
professional, anybody who wants to be professional, embed all that information in your signature on your email, so niggas know that you really about your shit when you emailing people.
That's a good one. You know what? I didn't think about that, but that's a good one. That's solid right there.
Email and text are legal documents. So whenever you guys do business with anybody, don't do it over the phone. Always do it over text or email, because you can use that in court. I don't know if you could use a recorded conversation in court that you didn't tell a person.
No, you have to let the person know. In some states you don't have to, but in California you have to. You have to let them know that we're on a recorded line.
Whenever you guys send people to beat, and I just give people my Dropbox, and I shouldn't do that. But whenever you guys give people beats, make sure that you put copy written by you, put all the publishing information, and send it an email. That way, if it's some drama, you can present that in court and copyright your shit. You know what I mean?
Not only that, metadate your beats that you send out too.
Yeah,
sure that.
Yep, go in iTunes and like when you guys go to iTunes, go to information, and then all them different tabs fill out. That's called metadata. That embeds a code within your file. So we're giving you guys some game that we could charge a lot of money. I used to charge $500 an hour for this shit. So y'all getting free game on these podcasts. You know what I mean? So take notes. Like this is some real information.
let me give them one outside of the music. Use AI. Create you a female OnlyFans model. AI OnlyFans model, and you could probably make about $8,000 to $10,000 depending on how many of them you make. The making is unlimited. So I just gave you some game that'll take care of you, your family, and your family's family for the rest of your life if you start today.
Yes, use AI to the benefits. I'm telling you, like, you can do anything with AI or anything, fix your car, fix your life. Like, a lot of y'all need therapy, because a lot of my music friends still need some fucking therapy. They think like Dr. Dre is listening through the damn speakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like craziness. Like some people still can't hear that they beats are whack. Like this is how you can tell if your beats is whack. Go listen to the radio, listen to all the different radio sources, and let some people hear it and don't tell them it's yours. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason you should be doing whack shit at 50 years old, especially with AI out there. If your shit ain't in key or off beat at that time, man, have AI help you.
Facts.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be trying to do this every day with different topics. You know what I mean? Whenever you guys can come on, I know you guys are busy. Let me know. Right now, it's about 30 people in the talk group, and you see how many people actually participated. so thank you guys. Like those people I said are in the talk group. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to them whether they want to participate. So I really want to thank you guys for actually participating and showing some love, because you know, once this shit get off the ground, which it is, like y'all know, like everything else I fuck with, it is gonna get off the ground, and we gonna be bigger than Adam 22, because ain't nobody trying to go to jail, ain't nobody trying to lose money or lose their life on no street shit. You heard, like we tapped at the street shit, but we didn't get into it because we gotta live around this shit. We know these people. See, a lot of y'all live in fantasy world, but we actually still live in California, and we might have to go say hi to Michael Conception or Suge getting out. You know what I'm saying? All this
I want to go see the Boogeyman.
Oh, really? How's he doing, man?
He all right, man. He you know, he hanging in there for what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I'm a little biased because Terry Carter was a good friend of mine. So rest in peace.
That's my guy, heavyweights.
Terry Carter, man.
Heavyweights. That was my guy, man.
Good dude,
heavyweights. Yeah, they did it big. That's Cho Chop. Cho Chop, big homie. I learned a lot from Terry Carter, TC, man, and I hate that happened too. But like you said, we out here, we got to live around these people. All the people that everybody else idolize, we have to live around.
Yeah.
And but we still here though.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
still here though.
I would love to talk about like the Snoop and Daz like publishing situation, but you work with Snoop. Snoop is on my compilation. You know what I'm saying? And like,
hey, listen,
I'm
gonna tell you the truth though. I do not talk nobody else's business but my own. I feel like that's where people get it messed up, get themselves in hot water. When people usually ask, "Oh, I was just told the famous 2 words, no comment."
Hey man,
Coca talking crazy about him too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm friends with Coca, and I've worked with Snoop a couple times. So do I really want to talk about it? You know what I'm saying? I would love to get both them brothers on the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect example. If you see your homeboy, a girl with another nigga, is you gonna tell your homeboy or you not gonna tell him? Because if you tell him, you're gonna end up losing your friend, and she gonna cause the friction because he gonna end up staying with her anyway. So sometimes it's better just to stay out of the business. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, no, check this out. My boy, you don't remember Jason, dog? Jason seen my ex Ida at Dave and Buster's with a nigga. Right? And I'm glad he told me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather be kicked with the truth than kissed with a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's real.
So I mean, it depends. You know what I'm saying, nigga? That shit happened to me, Eric.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, most people when you tell them, they still end up staying with the person.
They do.
I did.
They do.
I did, but look, I didn't go up there with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, the old me, nigga. The old me would have went up there with that little bitty 22 and shit, my father's gun, and went up there. But see, like I said, that's when you don't tell a nigga. When you know the nigga can go up there and both of them be dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, real.
One thing I learned about just the business, man, always tell me the motherfucking truth. Like, if y'all look, if them 20 something, if them last album I did was whack, just be like, Stealth, man, that wasn't it, man. But also be like, this is what will help you. Just don't be like, oh, nigga, that's just whack. Tell me why it's whack. You know what I'm
constructive
saying?
Criticism. That's real.
I need y'all help. If when I'm ready to retire, when I start doing music y'all don't like, just be like, hey, man, just, you know, you like pull it back.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna say keep doing what you like because there's a million people out there. You know why? Because at the end of the day, if we trying to do music to make other people happy, we'll never be happy. So just do music that makes you happy, and let's find a budget to get that music to the people who resonate with what you sound like.
I just wish some of my friends would just. Some people are so egotistical, they think everything they do is hot. Look, I love Jay Dilla. All them Jay Dilla beats ain't hot. I love Battle Cat. Every beat. I love Timberland. Like all my favorite producers, I don't like all of that shit. I don't like all the Prince shit. I don't think anybody gonna like all of anybody's shit when they have.
I don't know. I liked a lot of Quick shit.
But okay, I love Quick. Quick is all my. But let's keep it real. How many people did it take to make them beats?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I love Quick.
Well, we ain't gonna put nobody on blast though.
We ain't, but I'm just saying, like, who really do they beats though? Let's talk about that. Yeah, I heard a lot of my
somebody else.
So no producer do all their own beats no more. Don't tell me that.
Hey, listen, I sat around Dr.
I do now because I have to.
I do collabs because I don't want my sound to remain the same. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Dr. Dre showed me the dopest technique ever, man.
Silk do his beats by himself.
Silk do his beats by himself, but me and Silk have this conversation all the time.
Because Silk, I love Silk. Silk are crazy, and Silk will fight.
hey, for real. So Silk will fight, right? So, and he not gonna bow down. So since he's one of my good friends, man, I've been able to see him produce some joints, man. Like I was there the day that they produced Compton and all that. So, but I'll say this though. As dope as Silk is, I heard his beats go way bigger when Dre touched them. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean?
I believe that. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say this,
Well,
and I can't talk I won't talk Dre's business, but I'll say this. He's dope because he utilizes everybody around him that's dope
The correct way
mm-hmm.
too. Like
the
he put
Yeah,
correct
together the
way.
right shit. You know
because
what I mean? You can have all the tools, but if you don't know how to use the tools, then you a fool.
Yeah,
So Drake,
especially
it's all
exactly.
about
especially
the
when he
end
got that
result.
when he got the niggas the hottest some of the hottest dicks, excuse me, on the premix, which is F and Q.
F and Q.
So you
Hey,
already know who F and Q is.
listen, Dre got everybody.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and and he's the only person. Now this is deep. He's the only person I've ever seen pay.
Oh
he
yeah,
got the
because
money though.
Jelly Roll talked about it. Jelly Roll, I think Dre pays his producers like two
Two hundred
stacks
fifty
up a
thousand a
year,
year,
200,000 a year,
250 a year.
and Jelly Roll said he made the biggest mistake listening to his girl, and he said his girl said, "Don't do it, don't sign with him, this and that." Jelly Roll's like, "Man, I've been broke all this time, nigga. I could have been living 200,000 a
Well, I
year."
will I will say this though to that, right? So I've seen Dre pay a whole lot of people, but I've also seen I also seen that money put some people in holes too. Because when you're getting a lot of money and you don't have a lot of
You
financial
stuck.
literacy,
You
then
stuck.
you could find yourself in a hole. And some of my friends have been in that hole. And I know some dope artists like Silk, for example. No comment.
He had to bow out in the middle of it. Let me try to finish where I think you was going with that. Guys, when you sign publishing deals, you owe that money back. Like, remember when you get money, it's never free money. Remember that. Like if I was to sign that 250,000, I could not sign any producers number ones. Right now, I got 50 producers and songwriters signing Beatology 50-50 deals right now, right? I couldn't do that. And I could only produce for Dr. Dre, and they would have to have first rights of refusal, meaning whatever beats I'm doing, they gotta hear them first. After they don't want them and shit, then you could probably shop them. But keep in mind that if you sell that beat, whatever publishing that you took from them, you got to pay them back when you get your publishing or whatever you place. So always remember that. Take it if you need it. Don't take it if you don't need it. It's like anything else. It's a loan, but you got to pay it back with interest. Was I right, guys? Did I get it correct?
Yeah.
No comment.
And
I
then as
learned. Hey,
far
listen. I'm learning how to do this, man. They want me in a position, and I'm learning how to do this, being able to shut up when you're supposed to.
no, you guys are smart. Because see, you guys are still placing music and shit like that. Where I'm at right now, I don't even care about placing the beat. I don't care about none of that. What I worry about is police and street shit and my reputation type shit. So I'm gonna talk a little more openly because I'm just gotta tell the truth. Now, as far as that Daz and Snoop stuff, I'm just gonna say this. Whenever I do a deal, I don't work for hire. So I'm not gonna go play on your record. So I don't agree to work for hires and don't agree to ghost producing. I've never ghost produced, but maybe if you need the money, when you ghost produce, that means you're giving up your rights to your credit,
Everything.
everything, right? So that's you just giving up everything. It's their beat, right? If you go work for hire, that means I'm gonna play all this shit and write all this shit, and then Ice Cube, whoever, gonna give me 500, like they do all the musicians, but you can't claim rights to it, even though you wrote the part. Sometimes, a lot of times, they're not gonna be in there humming. They're just gonna play some shit. Okay, then they're gonna sample the shit from there. Then guess what? Yeah, you wrote some free shit.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but if you want to do that, that's on you. So it is
don't
normal when you
just don't.
when you sell a beat though to give up 50% of your publishing. So when Daz said that Snoop wanted 50% of his publishing, that's normal in those circumstances when you sell a beat. Now, as going to a label, signing to a label, yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to give up 50% of your publishing. Right? But that's on you. But what I've learned is I will never have one of my producers or writers sign anything I wouldn't sign. So the only thing I will sign it's 50-50 non-exclusive deals. Meaning if Eric go take one of my beats and sell them, or you take one of my beats, nigga, we gonna split that 50-50. Just you get 50 credit, I get 50 credit. And that's what I sign right now to other catalogs, and that's what producers sign to me. Meaning whatever you give me, if I play something, I want my money. That's just how it is. Because to be real, out that 50%, I'm gonna have to pay something. Guys, it's all about payola, nigga. Like Blue Flame, do you have trouble finding good beats? No. It is thousands of good beats out there. Nigga.
They out there. They just cost.
There, and it's cheap. Like I used to get 10,000. I'm gonna keep it real. It's niggas better than me, and they fighting for $1,000. I'm just keeping it real. And then rappers don't even want to pay 1,000. Let's keep it real. They rather go get it for free or $20.
They don't even want to pay 30.
Niggas don't want to pay shit. Niggas, okay, nigga, I need that beat. I'm gonna take the credit, nigga. If you don't get your ass up out of here, you know what I'm saying? But what I've learned, like if Blue Flame wanted one of my beats or somebody, I'm not even tripping about an advancement. I just really want to do the record with him and let's split this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like you, as you learn, like don't try to get a big advancement and then you fuck yourself out the deal. Like this is all about doing good records. Because me and him do a good record, we're gonna split the sales, we're gonna split the publishing anyway. So don't be greedy. You know what I'm saying? If any of y'all want if you want any of my shits, take whatever you want, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's come up and make a plan. You know what I'm saying? So guys, don't ask yourself out of some good shit. So that's what I got to say about both them situations. Just make sure your paperwork is right and don't cry about it if you didn't sign some bullshit.
No comment.
Eric is quiet too. So that must, when I see my boys quiet, that must mean I need to shut the fuck up and end the stream. before I don't get no more places. They're gonna take my shit off Spotify. They're like, nigga, take your shit off Spotify, nigga. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Well, look, y'all, I gotta go, man. I'm headed out to the Club Metro. I don't know if y'all can see it right there.
Tonight, man.
Club Metro tonight.
That's tonight.
We turning up.
I'll
send you a flyer.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you, Nutty P. Eric, I appreciate that. Gordon, man. Beatology. That's how I really know you, by Beatology. I really appreciate you too, man, because whenever you did something, you always looked out for me and was like, hey, I got a service and I got a situation. You interested, and I appreciate all of that, man. And I just want y'all to know I appreciate y'all time tonight. I gotta go right now, but man. But we up, man. I appreciate it. And soon as I get this link, I'm finna post it on all my socials so we can turn it up and let everybody know what we doing from now on every day.
All right, and post you guys. Hope you guys post your information so I can put in the description. That way, when I split it up, it would be all on there. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys. You guys are the second and third guests, man. Thank you so much.
Right,
no worries.
All right, brothers.
All right. Nice.
Appreciate, man. Thanks for my guest tonight, Nutty P, Blue Flame Mega, and my boy Randy from the school tour, man. It's only gonna get better, man. We're gonna make this real music, real money, and a little bit of foolishness. Y'all have a good day. Beatology, www.beatologist, beatologist.com. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna play one more meet and when we get out of here. They don't want to hear you cry. And Papa, I'm sorry, he mad because I didn't give him props. Yes. Daddy, come on. Come on, you wanna get on? Come on. Come on. You wanna fight? Come on. You wanna fight? Too bad. All right, I'm gonna give you them. Come home with my Papa Mike. That's right. Instagram Beatology. YouTube Beatology. Facebook DJ Steph. That's wait up. That's right. Beatology 101. Thank you guys for tuning in.